Hold on. Hey. Ooh. All right, Pantry Power Hour. Here we go. I need tissues. Where are my tissues? How's everybody? This is a little different than what I was thinking I was going to do, but we are going to wing it. Haven't done anything yet. But I wanted to show you, I'm kind of going off the cuff today, a lot not planned, because I feel like it's how most of us run through life when we got kids and we're hungry and we don't know what to do. Hello, Annette. And I figured we're going to walk in my pantry. We're going to pick like 2 things to make that we can make directly out of my pantry and kind of see where we end up. I was thinking that would be fun. Do I know a little bit of what's in my pantry? I do, but I have some ideas. So I was like, oh, let's go in the pantry. Hey, Felicia. This is what I'm thinking. We go in the pantry. We'll wait till we get a bunch of people in here or a few more people. We'll go in the pantry and we'll pick like a bunch of ingredients and I'll come over here and make them. I don't know, because I want you guys to see the importance of having a good pantry. Hey, hi, Smile. Nice to see you. Doesn't that sound good? Thanks for the level up. Thank you. All right, I have to find my sweater real quick because I'm freezing. Oh. All right, so let's share and like and get a few people in here, and then we're going to do it, and we're going to make some dinner. I have an idea of one thing I want to do. We just did it recently, but I think it might be fun anyway. Oh, it feels better. I feel warmer. It's like damp and icky. All right, let's see. Pin my goals. All right, let's see. Let's see. We'll pin some goals. Get us moving. Start to get the life moving. All right. Hey, John. All right. So this is what we're going to do. Today is Premium Pantry Hour. No, it's Pantry Power Hour. What we're going to do is we're going to go in my pantry and we're going to pick some food. And I'm going to show you how quick you can put a dinner together if you have the right ingredients in your pantry. It's so important. So that's our kitchen hacks for today. I was thinking I was going to do all these other things. And then I was like, no, people love when I cook, and let's just cook. Right? All right. So I'm gonna share. Yeah, let's share. Let's share a bunch. You know, if you push my pie hole, my face, or my forehead, all your peeps come up, and it's really easy to send them singularly rather than push the arrow, push, go back and forth. This is so much quicker. And I am sending all my peeps also. I think I have like 60 or 70 here, and it goes super fast, which is awesome. But I think it's really important that you see what it's like to have a pantry where you can say, I have enough things in my pantry to make a meal. Doesn't that make sense? Like, you want to have maybe breakfast stuff. Most of us have breakfast things like cereal or bagels, but do you have like oats or, things like that? I don't know, but we're going to go find out. I did not bring anything home to make anything. I'm just going with what's in the house because sometimes, it's a little hard. Did you guys see the cookies? These are the Thin Mints we made the other day, and I made them gluten-free. So cool. All right. Does that sound good? All right. Well, we have a few people in here, so let's tap and like and, get all that going, and let's get some more people in here, and we're going to go into my pantry, and we're going to go find stuff. It's going to be fun. It's going to be so fun. All right. Here we go. Let's just go in there now. Do you have any remedies for a cough? Interesting that you say that. Yes, I do. Cough and congestion. We just did that in, hold on. If you give me a minute, I will look it up. That just posted today a clip, and it's gotten so many comments in the last like couple of hours. So hey Rodney, how's it going? So I'm gonna wait, hold on, let me turn this on. All right, let me turn it on and we'll look. In the meantime, Rodney just reached level fan. All right, we're gonna will it let me? No, it won't let me, Rodney. It will not let me oh wait, maybe it will let me celebrate now. No, I can just say that you did that. So if you guys can, let's start tapping and sharing and let's get this room busy and then we're going to do it. Cough. What kind of cough do you have? Oh, hold on. I have to plug this in. Give it a minute. Let me charge it up. In the meantime, let's go in the pantry and pick some food. So pretend we just got home. Soccer games are over. Sports are over. After school activities over. Everything's over. Here's my pantry, my big messy pantry. You got that? You have this cough that won't go away. You know how many people say that? First things first, you need like a good honey. And then, you can make a cough, like a cough syrup with onion and honey. That'll work, Manuka honey. And then what kind of cough is it? Is it dry? Is it wet? Do you have access to homeopathics? These are all the things. I just got started, Ruby. We're in the pantry and we're going to go through ingredients and make a meal. So while you're there, start tapping if you're enjoying this already, because I know you are. Drop your heart me, very important. And if you guys are creators, you know the drill. So you want to definitely drop. Thank you for the tapping. All right. So this is what I got. I got lots of beans because I love beans. I got chips. I got tortilla chips. I've got pinto beans, black beans, white beans. I've got a can of pizza sauce and whole peeled sauce. I've got pinto beans, Great Northern beans. We have butternut squash puree, garbanzo beans. I already have in my mind exactly what I would make on a busy night. I got 2 ideas. One, I've got nachos in my brain with like refried beans. I don't know if I have cheese. We'll see. How about with whole peel tomatoes? We could actually make like tomato soup. Yeah, garbanzo or chickpeas. Garbanzo beans, we could do a chickpea salad with lemon juice and olive oil and some roasted red pepper and red onion. We got that. What else? I've got broths. I'm not in the mood to make pasta. Everybody can make pasta. That's no fun for me. All right, any of those sound exciting for you? What else do I have? I have pineapple. I've got mayo. I have Kalamata olives and pumpkin pie mix, but we don't need we don't need dessert. We got oats. I've got lentils. I've got red lentils. Ooh, I got coconut milk. Do I have coconut milk? Wait. I have evaporated coconut. I don't think I have any coconut milk. Hold on, let me look. I got bread. What if we made grilled cheese and tomato soup? We've done that before, but that's a good one. Bianca, hi. I'm telling you what I have in my pantry. We're doing kitchen hacks. If you have a pantry filled with food, what can you come home and work? Lentils, I need new ways to make them. I'm tired of the same thing. Okay. Let me see. I have red lentils. I have red lentils. Oh, I have a can of salsa. I don't have any coconut milk. I only have like sweet coconut milk. What if we did like red lentil? I don't know. Let me think about that. Second grade teacher trying. What do you use to puree squash for? What do you use pureed squash for? Oh, so Smile, sometimes I use it for my dogs for food, but I could also take, like I have butternut squash here, a can. Hold on. butternut squash puree can. We could add, if I have yams, I don't know, but I know I have carrots. We could add carrots to this and make a beautiful butternut squash soup with a little sherry and cream. So we could do that with this. We could, hi, Lauren, thank you so much. Thank you. So easy to make red lentils, isn't it? So we could do that. So what I'm trying to sound so good. All right. So you want me to show you that? We could do that. All right. So we got one thing. You want to do like a chickpea salad, and we're going to do red lentils. We're going to make a soup with red lentils. What else do you guys want to do? Something simple, or do you want complicated? See, I'm thinking when you have good ingredients in your pantry, you can make the most delicious sort of meals really quick on the fly, right? So what about, I also have pinto beans. What if we mash the pinto beans, make refried beans, and sort of create nachos with some guacamole and even some ground beef we could put on that? I'm so excited. I'm so glad, Smile. It's sort of like Chopped, the pantry version. Dun, dun, dun. All right, what do you think? We have a lot of ideas, so let's narrow them down because I don't know how much time. They're really not going to take long, all the things we've talked about. We have red lentils. I don't think I have a green lentil. Let me see. No, I don't have green lentils, which hold their shape a little better for like a lentil salad. I love chopped. You know, a few years back, I got invited like, I don't even know, 2 or 3 times to do that show, put in applications and go through the process. And I just said, no, I can't do it. I didn't want to do it. I don't like that kind of stuff. I just want to be me, and that stuff just felt weird. I don't want to be, I don't know, just seemed weird. All right, so we have black beans, but we all make black beans. Great Northern beans. I got pinto beans. You want to see refried beans? What are you thinking? Hi, Brenda. So far we have a butternut squash soup. I need something else. What do we got? Give me something else. So I have tortilla chips where we could make like refried beans, and I'm pretty sure I have some kind of grounds. We'll have to force defrost it. I haven't done miso yet. It's all right. Chickpea salad. Okay, we could do that. I got garbanzos. The canned beans. So we have chickpea and this. All right, what else are you thinking? Nobody's into the Mexican. We were all good with that. You want to see tomato soup? Tomato soup and grilled cheese. Nachos are always good. All right, that's a good kid meal, like if you're not in the mood to make food, it's very easy to whip up some nachos. Okay. All right, so I got pinto beans, and I have late July nacho cheese nachos, and I have some salsa. I'm pretty sure. Hey, April, we are like digging through the pantry. This is pantry time, like pantry power hour. So I wanted to drag you guys in my pantry and go, okay, what do you want to cook? If you have a stocked pantry with all kinds of stuff, you can create a meal. I love a good chickpea cucumber tomato salad with a Mediterranean feel. I'm in it. Got that. So right now we have a refried bean and nachos, a butternut squash soup, and a garbanzo bean salad. You want to start there? And if we need anything else, we can figure it out. All right. Now, I don't know what vegetables I have. Honestly, I really don't. I got home last night. It was date night. So if you're waiting for the cookie recipe, you got to wait. It's going to be here this weekend at some point. And then today I had a big Girl Scout annual meeting that I attended. And then, and now it's now. I had to change the timing of this. So here we are. So you guys, you're going to do all the things. You are going to go, okay, now hold on. So we have these 3 things that we're working on. And then I'm going to see, somebody asked about a cough remedy. So we'll see if Computer wants to work. Oh, it's working. Perfect. All right, so we can look at that later. All right, so now I'm going to turn and let's go look in the fridge to see if we can complement that. All right, well, so far I have a lemon and a lime. So we're good. And now let's see. Somebody said tomato. I brought home a tomato. Oh, wait, hold on. My dog just... this is so exciting. Come on, get out. Let's go. Hurry up. All right. I love that you find this exciting, but I feel like if you learn to stock your pantry with items, then you can get the feel, right? You can see kind of what we're up to. I have like a half a bag of nachos, so that's going to be perfect. All right, now, and then whatever I'm making here, that's my dinner tonight because I'm not cooking again. All right, so now I'm going to turn you guys over here. These are my eyeglass tissues. Ignore them. Okay, now we're going to go in the fridge. All right, hold on. Let me see what I have over here. I have oranges. I have more lemons. Oh, I have some red lentils. We didn't get to that, but I'm going to see. If we get to that, we will. All right, so now in here, what do we got? We have some tortillas, gluten-free. I have a carrot, 1 carrot so far. Oh, I have some red onion. Perfect, we need red onion. And then, let's see. Oh, I have broccoli. Ooh, I have some artichokes we can mix into our garbanzo beans. Perfect. All right, then I have lettuce, red onion. I got cucumbers. Somebody said cucumbers we need, right? I don't have any cheese. Nachos without cheese, but we have sour cream and salsa, so that will work. And then I don't think I have like a Mexican cheese. Ooh, I have some pancetta. I don't know what that was. Oh, I have American cheese, but that's not fun. Oh, let me throw that out. All right, we have pancetta. And then I've got carrots. I have a leek. I got plenty of lemon. I've got an onion and some celery. Okay, I think we can do some damage with this mix. All right, let me take out I have herbs, lots of herbs. All right, there we go. That's our mess. We got this. All right, and then we need a little celery for soup. All right, here we go. The only thing I don't see I have, and that's okay, we'll figure it out, for the pureed, for butternut squash soup, but we have enough stuff anyway. Rich people things. Lanny, what's rich people? Oh, pancetta you're talking about? That's the only rich people thing I have in here. This is going to be so good, y'all. All right, now, I even have some baby arugula, and I have some roasted red pepper. So what if we add that to our chickpea salad? Hold on. Hold, please. I think I have. Yes, I have like a roasted red pepper, a lonely roasted red pepper. One little one in a jar, just a little bit. So we'll use that up. Everything. I have none. But I bet you if you told me what was in your pantry, I could come up with something healthy. You've been here a long time, Lanny. I know you have it. Laney, is it Laney or Lonnie? Lanny. I'm a New Yorker, so my accent's not always great. Okay, so let me put this aside in a bowl. Put this in a cup like this. All right, this is all our stuff. Now, we have pinto beans refried. And then I do have some ground beef, but I have to make it, I have to bring it out and defrost it. All right, hold on. Let me grab a piece of ground beef. Ground beef, do we have? I do have, whoa. Okay, I have ground beef. I'm going to force defrost this because, you know, the kids are coming for dinner kind of thing. All right, hold on. I just dropped a whole bunch of stuff. Fell out of my crazy freezer. All right. All right. It's closed. I'm not opening that again. Lonnie. Got it. Lonnie. Right? Lonnie. Is that right? Lonnie. I love that. Okay. I'm going to just force this. Oh, wait. Now, what I mean by that, this is not the best thing to do, but because I just froze this, I'm going to put this under nice hot water because I'm going to cook it right away. So I'm not that worried about it. Heaven in Hawaii. Well, that's kind of nice. I love that. So I'm going to make some nice hot water and just let that sit in there and bring it, you know, kind of soften it a little bit to defrost it so we can add it to our nachos with the rice, with the beans, and the salsa. All right, now, for our butternut squash soup, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to puree that with carrots. So what I'm going to do, and it's going to be a nice small, like 1 soup bowl. So we're going to take a pot, we're going to put it on the stove. You only really need a small little pot. This is even kind of big, but I'm going to just take this and what you call it? We're going to peel this. So look at this kitchen hack, right? If you have a few things in your fridge, in your kitchen, in your pantry, and you know, and this is something, so this is how I would handle this, right? And even if you're working from the recipe vault, you can pick a bunch of recipes that you love, or if you have already picked them and you know what you love, you can keep a running list and have some of those ingredients in your pantry, or have some of your favorite foods that you love in your pantry. I like to have some type of Mexican cheese at all times. And now I just made a bunch of stuff this week. So obviously I ran out, and like I said, I didn't go shopping, but I like to have that because then I can put a fast meal together, right? All right, so I'm gonna take my carrots, and this is all I need to do. I'm just gonna chunk them up. Now, I have veggie stock for my butternut squash soup. Let me see if I have some open. Is this vegetable or chicken? Let me see. Oh, I have a little vegetable broth in here. So I'm going to go ahead. Again, I can finish this up and then I'm done, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add whatever's left of this vegetable stock, and then I'm going to put a little bit of water. And I'm going to simmer this till these get soft. Then what we're going to do is we're going to flavor this. We're going to add our butternut squash puree, and now we're going to season it to make it a butternut squash soup. I'm going to add a little sherry, a little cream, a little salt, a cinnamon, a pinch of nutmeg, and we're going to get this beautiful butternut squash soup. It's still like damp and dreary out, so it's going to be great to have something really nice like this. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of water just to cover the vegetables. I finished up my stock. That's it. That's it. Just like this. And now I'm going to put it on the stove and we're going to cook these. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this pot so I don't lose a lot of the liquid. I want the evaporation to go back into the pot. So we're going to put that on a medium flame. We're just going to let that simmer for a little while. I have my meat in there. And you know, this could all be vegetarian too. You don't need to do the beef if you don't want to. That's fine. All right, now, so that's getting ready. You can taste it. I'm so excited. And that's just 1 can of butternut squash, right? So now I'm going to take out my nutmeg, and then I'm going to grab my cinnamon so that I'm ready to finish our soup. Okay, there we go. That's it. Done. That's ready. Now, the next one is, let's make a garbanzo bean salad. Sunflower, we just went into my pantry and I said, how I want to do this kitchen hacks class today is I want to inspire you guys to fill your pantry with items that are quick, not really that expensive, that you can create meals on the fly. So we went in and we picked a can of pureed butternut squash. I had some carrots, and now I'm going to show you how to make a butternut squash soup with that. Then I have a can of garbanzo beans, and we're going to make a quick chickpea salad with this. And I have pinto beans. I might change this. I think, how many people would eat if I showed you how to make a nice shakshuka for breakfast? Would you eat that? Maybe we turn it over to that, because I don't really have enough ingredients to make a quick nachos. But if I do the shakshuka, you could have it for breakfast or for dinner, either way. A what? Shakshuka. Shakshuka is, you've never seen butternut squash? I know, it's so nice to have. Shakshuka is a Middle Eastern bean dish. It's usually made, they call it fool. The closest is a pinto bean. It's cooked in tomato and onion and spices like, yes, me too. I have that for my dogs. So I'm going to use it today because I said it and somebody said, what would you use a can of butternut squash for? And we'll do that. We'll put a fried egg over it, and I'll show you how you cook the shakshuka. All right, so we're going to do that. I think I'm going to just turn that around a little bit. Or I can show you how to make refried beans. Your choice. We could do a poll. Let's do a poll. I learned how to do this. All right, hold on. I'm doing a poll because it sounds so fun. Let me see. All right, poll. Here we go. Quick poll. Oh no, I did something wrong. Don't do that poll. Leave it alone because there's nothing on it. Let me try again. A custom poll. That's it. Oh, we have to wait. End. All right, I'm ending it. I'm starting. Oh, I did it again. I'm learning all this new stuff. Okay, hold on. In progress, end the poll. Okay, I'm ending it. Now I'm going to go back. We're going to do a custom poll, and we're going to do 2 minutes. Hold on. Don't even bother with that either, because that's not right. Hold on. Let's try one more time. I'm only going to do this one more time. And that was the Girl Scout cookie poll. Okay, so manage poll. It's going to be 2 minutes. Manage. Come on. Manage the question. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to do create new. We're going to do what to do with pinto beans. Okay? We're going to make pinto beans. We're going to do refried beans. Oh my God, this is so fun. I'm so excited. Refried beans or shakshuka. SHUKA. All right, done. Save. Here we go. Oh, where did it go? Okay, here it is. Here we go. Come on. Edit. All right, poll questions. Manage. We're going to delete that. And we're going to delete that. And we're going to do this one. All right. 2 minutes. Why won't it show? Oh, here it is. I got you. Go. There you go. 2 minutes. There we go. I figured it out. Shakshuka. Shakshuka is a Middle Eastern sort of breakfast dish. That's how I learned it from my Egyptian friends when I lived in Saudi Arabia. And it was like a refried bean with tomato and did it disappear? No, it's going. It says it's going. Can you guys find it? That's so weird. Oh, people are voting. 2 votes we got so far. It's 50-50. I don't know where it is. Do you guys see it? Where is it? Where's the poll? I don't see it. Do you guys see where it is? That's so funny. Come on, Shashuka. Click top left. It's faint. Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. It's very faint. It's in the top left. It's right there. If you click where my finger is, it should go. It's very faded. Oh, there it is. That's so cool. Cooking butternut squash. Okay. So in the meantime, while that's going, now we're going to do, I could do another like cool lentil soup if you want, because it's right here. I would do that. I would like to have coconut milk, but if I don't have it, we'll just deal without it. I can use coconut oil. That'll do it. All right, hold on. Let me go grab my coconut oil. All right. Here. We're also going to make a quick... we're done. And it's Shashuka. 11 people voted. And Shashuka got 54 to 55. And refried beans got 45 to 55. All right. Shashuka it is. All right. So here we go. I'm going to do, let me do this quick lentil soup as well. I have some coconut oil and we'll make it like I call this a vegan mulligatawny. So we're going to take this. I'm going to cut my celery. I'm making it small. I just cut these in half and then I'm just going to dice these really quickly. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we're going to do, I'm not a big carrot round person, so I like to cut them so that they're either a half or a quarter moon, even if they're small. There's something about looking at a round carrot disc that's like, I don't know, it looks funny to me. Hey, Kimberly, thanks for all the shares. So if you guys are here for the first time, I'm Chef Liz. We are cooking organic, real food, and I'm showing you what it's like to just walk in your pantry and come up with something to eat for dinner. That's quick, a little easy, not crazy. And we picked a quick butternut squash soup. I'm gonna do a quick lentil soup with some, I have a little bit of scallion and some fresh ginger laying around. So we're gonna use that. But when you have good, yummy food, these are very tired, so we're gonna finish them up. But when you have real food in your house, I'm telling you, it's easy to make dishes. So if you have a pen and paper, get it out and you can take notes. So let me know when you guys are ready and I'll start giving you like quick recipes of things we're doing that, you know, kind of get you in the mood to cook, you know? So here, I have this little tiny teeny piece of ginger, but it's gonna create a lot of flavor in our lentil soup, so we're gonna use it. I'm gonna peel it, and then I'm just gonna chop it up, right? Ooh, I have a bunch of cucumbers, so we'll make a quick cucumber soup too. Hi, Renee. I wasn't there 10 a.m. I deleted it and rescheduled for now. So that's why you didn't see me this morning. So you just found me now. We're doing that class. It's the pantry class. And what I did is we went into the pantry and we kind of looked around what I had. And I'm showing you how if you have a nice amount of food in your pantry, like good, clean food, I'm showing you how you can take those things and turn them into food. I didn't go shopping for anything. I didn't plan anything. I'm just sort of morphing here what I have in my kitchen. So we came up with, I had a can of butternut squash puree. So I put some carrots on the stove. We're gonna let them get nice and soft. We're gonna blend this in with a little heavy cream, a little sherry, and some spices. And I'm gonna show you how you can make a quick butternut squash soup. So that's one dish. We're now on, I have some red lentils in a bag, just sitting around. So we're gonna make a quick red lentil soup. So I got a little ginger. I did carrot, celery, and I'm gonna cut up the rest of this scallion. Nice and easy, real quick. We're gonna cook this we're gonna start this in a little coconut oil. So I'm gonna take this little tiny piece of ginger and I'm just slicing this up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do to make this soup, I don't have coconut milk, but I'm gonna use some coconut oil. We're gonna start this right away. We're gonna put this on the stove. Hold on, let me grab my pot. We're gonna put this on the stove and I'm gonna start it with a little coconut oil. Yes, exactly, Renee. And also, if sometimes if you're not a planner, I'm not a planner. I am not a planner with food. I am a wing it person. So if you have a bunch of stuff in your pantry that's good, cans of beans, tomato sauce, things like that, you can create meals on the fly that are delicious and, or you need a little something extra. Okay, I have about 1.25 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm gonna turn my pot on nice and low. Oh, do you guys want me to bring you over here? Hold on, let me get you over here. Hold on, let me go grab a little thing to boost you up. Come over here. All right. All right, here we go. Look. Hi, Faith. Hi, Mountain Pines. Which pot did you have? The brand? Well, most of my pots are they're from All Clad, which I love, love, love. That's my favorite brand. Thank you for my beautiful facha. Okay, so now I'm warming this up and we're gonna put, first we're gonna put our scallion and our ginger. Just get that kind of warmed up and release that flavor. And we're also gonna add a little bit of curry into this. Nice and simple. Look. What is that, about a tablespoon? No, I'm sorry, about a teaspoon. Here, just about a teaspoon we're gonna put in there. And I'm gonna turn that up just a little bit. So I have coconut oil and we're gonna make like a little curry soup. Red lentils. I like to call this a little, if I had coconut milk, I would call it like a little mulligatawny. Now, mulligatawny is traditionally, an Indian chicken soup, but I do it a vegan version of it, and I just love this version. So I'm just what we call blooming the spice here. Now, normally you see me always cooking with salt at this stage, but because we're doing a bean, we have to wait till it cooks. Otherwise, you're gonna have, the lentil will not cook, it will stay hard, and we do not want that at all. That is not something that we want, right? We want that to almost melt. So as that goes, now we're gonna add our carrot and celery, just because I have it and I wanna use it. We're gonna let this go a little bit as I see it get a little bright and curry. Hi, June. June, we are doing, this is our kitchen hacks class. What I did was this is called the Pantry Power Hour, I named it. And what we did is we went into the pantry and we went through some of the food I have in there and I said, okay, what can we make? We've been driving our kids around all day. We don't have a plan for dinner. What can we do to fix that? What can we do to make a dinner for our family? You know, you're out at games all day, you're working all day, you just didn't have time to plan. What could we keep in our pantry that will make a quick dinner for us? So right now we came up with, I had a can of butternut squash. So we're making some butternut squash soup. I have some red lentils. So we're making a little red lentil soup with some curry flavor. And then we're gonna make a chickpea salad, and I'm gonna make some shakshuka because of all the stuff we had. So it's a little smorgasbord of food. All right, now I have these red lentils. I'm gonna put them in now. Now, I like to toast them real quick. Do you need to do that? Absolutely not. I like to get them kind of all sort of yummy in here. Now, if you'd like to add a little extra love to this soup and you don't want to keep it vegetarian, you could do a, oh, I'm so glad. You could do a chicken broth, a bone broth, you know, you could do water. I'm going to use what I have open, and I have some chicken stock in here I'm going to use. You can keep it vegetarian. It's up to you. I have a lot of stuff left over from classes that we've done, so I'm just going to add them in. Make it nice and easy. Now, we're going to need a little bit more than that, so I'm going to add some water to this just because that's what I have. And look, we're going to have this beautiful, yummy soup here. Now, and then at the end, when we salt it and flavor it the rest of the way, I would add, it's going to get nice and thick. I would add like a little cilantro to this, something that's going to, you know, keep that curry flavor yummy. But isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So pretty. All right, now, if I had a yam, which I do not, I would be adding it to this, but I don't have that, so we're out of luck there. But that's okay. Remember, I did not plan this. I don't have an actual, plan for this class because I wanted you to see, it's not gonna fit good. I wanted you to see what it's really like when you're like, oh God, what are we gonna eat for dinner? You know, and I got foodies out here, so I know you guys can swing this. I know it. It is red lentil soup. Yep. Now, all right, so now we have garbanzo beans. Actually, you know what we could do with that ground beef? Now that I defrosted it. Hold on. I'm going to think for a second. What if, oh, thank you for my glasses. What if we made, like, since we have a chickpea salad and we're going to have a soup. Hey, Frank, we have a chickpea salad, we have a soup, we're going to make shakshuka. What if we made sort of like a quick meatloaf? I think that might be good. All right, hold on. Let me go get some breadcrumbs. All right. I have a little bit of stuff left. And then look at all this food we just made. So easy. Okay, so I have some carrot. I have a little onion left. I'm gonna just chop this myself because I don't feel like taking out equipment. So I have about a pound. So, and if you grab a pen, so if I had a can of coconut milk with the red lentils, I would finish the soup with coconut milk because it really makes it creamy and delicious and so yummy. But I don't have it. I personally won't miss it, but it is good. All right, I did use chicken broth. So if you tell me that you're ready to write recipes, I'll give them to you as we're going. So for the can of butternut squash. Hey, you can't have that. Give me that. Sorry, guys. My my Jackson had surgery on Tuesday, and he has stitches in his mouth. And I'm listening to him, and he's chomping on a bone. Not good. He's supposed to be on a soft diet for 10 days. Now he's mad at me. I took his bone. He looked at me like, are you kidding me? You've been feeding me raw, mushy vegetables for days. All right. So look what I'm doing. I'm just chopping this up for our meatloaf that I just decided to make. Now, if you have a food processor, that's how I usually do this. I know, Lauren. I do this, and we're just going to cut this up nice and small. I have all the ingredients I need for a meatloaf, so that'll be great. And we'll do it by hand, so you can just see how easy it is. And then we're gonna make a cucumber chickpea salad. I can even show you a quick cucumber salad. We have a lot of stuff today. All right, anybody wanna write recipes, you let me know, and I'll start talking recipes so that you can listen and write. And then if you want, you can help out and add them to our Book of Face page for everybody. So you let me know if you want me to do that, and I'm happy to do it. So if you're wandering in just now, tap, share, like, love. We are doing a Pantry Power Hour for our Kitchen Hacks class today, and we are learning how to, if you have your pantry nice and stocked, what can I make out of nowhere, out of nothing? So we've decided to make a red lentil soup, a meatloaf, a shakshuka, which is a bean dish with tomato and onion, a red lentil soup, and a chickpea salad. Oh, and butternut squash soup. Look at all the stuff we got. Look at all the choices we had in the refrigerator and pantry from zero. And I want you to watch this because in like an hour and a half or 2 hours, we're going to be pretty quickly done with everything. And it makes it so, I want you to see that you don't have to buy takeout. You can do this. You can stock your pantry with real food, and it makes such a difference. It really does make a difference. All right, now I'm just going to cut up our onion nice and fine. Look at that, nice and easy. This is gonna melt right into our meatloaf mix. Now, I make meatloaf like I would make a meatball. There's a few different ingredients, but basically it's the same. Like I add carrots and celery to my meatloaf, but I also add cheese, and I have that in both. All right, this is it's almost soft. Great. So I was just showing you guys, I force defrosted this. Robin, thank you for all my little Dianies. They're so cute. Hi, Queen Bee. Hi, Chef. Hi, Robin. It's nice to see everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Repost. Yes. Repost and tap, 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 tap. We've got a lot of people in here. I would love that. How's everybody? Okay. So now if you're here for the first time, we're doing our Pantry Power Hour. What's in your pantry and how do you cook it so fast? It's like pantry chopped. Thank you for my beautiful butterfly face. I love it. All right. So here I have all of this ready. This is carrot, celery, and onion. For a pound of chopped meat, you need like a couple of carrots, a little bit of onion, not a lot. I'm gonna use, my family is so used to me doing gluten-free breadcrumbs, so we're gonna be using gluten-free breadcrumb too. All right, so let me put this in a bowl. Now, one of the most important things that you want to do when you're making a meatloaf is you want it to be like soft and creamy and delicious, right? With like almost like a crispy top. So I'm going to cook this. I could cook it in my little easy bake oven. I think we'll cook it in here. So we're going to warm that up. It only takes about 35 to 40 minutes to make it in here. We're going to do it on for about 375. And then we have this. Then what's going to go in here next? We have eggs, garlic powder, eggs, a little milk, breadcrumb, our beef, and I put a little Parmesan in here, sort of like a meatball, but not. All right. So we have eggs. We're going to put an egg in there. I have my Parmesan cheese. Let me get out a little bit of milk. And then we'll make our chickpea salad and we're going to be all ready. Hi. What else? Do I have everything? Yes, milk. You could do heavy cream if you wanted to, but we'll try and be a little bit more healthy than this. Hi, Michelle. We are doing Pantry Power Hour. Woo! All right. So right now I'm making meatloaf. So we went into my pantry. We found a can of beans. We found some chopped meat. Well, the chopped meat wasn't in the pantry. Ground beef. We found garbanzo, pinto beans, and butternut squash. And from there, we are making a red lentil soup. We're a butternut squash soup, some meatloaf, a shakshuka, which is like an egg and bean dish, and a garbanzo bean, a chickpea salad. So many yummy things. Thank you for my little tiny dinies. All right, let me take some water and we'll keep moving. I'm not going to post recipes, but I will give them to you as we're working. You just have to let me know you want me to do that. All right. Thank you for my tiny dinies. Oh, okay. And if you are interested or you want to learn more about the organic food movement, you can click on this button right here where I'm pinning, and you can join us. We are everywhere. We are on YT. You get all the replays. We're at YT. You get all the replays. You get the a book of face. We have a lot of love there. Please join us there. Please join us IG over there. That's always fun. All right. So now, like I said to you guys, I forced my ground beef to thaw. I used warm water. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I know I'm cooking it right now. So I'm not going to let this sit. I'm not letting this sit overnight. So if you're gonna force defrosting beef or meat, you have to know that you're going to use it right away, because you don't want to not use it. You don't want to, hit it with a warm temperature and then let it sit in a refrigerator. That's not a good idea. All right. So the middle of this is still a little bit frozen, so I'm just going to break it up. I see that you reached a big milestone, Michelle, and I want to congratulate you and pin it, but right now my hands are in raw beef. But this is great. You guys, I don't know about you, but I grew up with meatloaf, and I remember when I knew my grandma was coming out, my mom would be like, Grandma's going to be here when she comes home from school, when you get home from school. And we would come in the house, and the smell of home-cooked food from Grandma. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about that. Right now I'm making meatloaf team up, but for me, it was like that's how I remember how to cook her food, from the smell. I don't remember any other way, because she passed away before she gave us recipes. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm yapping, and our soup is a little toasty. Hold on. I'm going to save that. Woo! Saved it. Saved it. God, I saved it. It cooked so fast, I wasn't paying attention, but we got it. Look. All right, let me finish what I'm doing over here, and we'll get back to this in just a minute. All right. Oops. All right, now we're gonna add our Parmesan cheese. I have just enough. We added our meat, our vegetables, right? Now we're gonna crack a couple of eggs. You can do 1 egg or 2, either way. For a pound of meat, 1 is probably enough. A nice large egg. Oh, really? Again? They are out in force these days. Okay. Then, a little milk. Just a splash. You don't need a lot. That's going to mix with our breadcrumb. 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. Now we're going to add our spices, which are garlic and salt. I'm adding a little bit of salt. It's like not even a teaspoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then some garlic powder. Oh, and you could add a little onion powder too. That's always yummy. Hold, please. Looking for the garlic. As usual. Is it right in front of my nose? It's right in front of my nose. All right. A little garlic. About a half a teaspoon. So yummy. All right, now we're going to mix this. Now, when I'm working with gluten-free breadcrumbs, I like to yeah, I think that's like we have the choice, I think, to approve that or not, right? All right, look. See? I'm just going to break up these little extra pieces that were still cold. All right, now we're going to mix this. Now, this happens to be Wagyu, so it's going to be a little full of fat. It's going to drain. So we're going to just let all that drain when it cooks, but it's going to be yummy. All right, now it's a little wet, so we're going to add our breadcrumb now, which I was going to do anyway. I remember, I don't know about you guys, but my grandma used to put Wonder Bread in her meatloaf. Do you remember that? Thanks for the follow. Guys, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to tap your heart out. We only have 7,000 likes right now, but we got to get that up. We got to get to a couple 100,000. I know how annoying it is, but just keep on tapping. It really helps. It helps you guys too. You know, if you're creators or you're on lives, it's really important to know your engagement score. I'm learning all about that these days. What's that pot of gold? Thank you, April. Top of the morning to ya. Is that what that's from? Is that it? I don't even know. Thank you. I never saw the pot of gold before. That's so cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now we're going to add our breadcrumb, about a 1/4 cup. Oh, my doggy. Come on, doggy. All right, let me get paper, and we're going to set up the tray. Come on, dog. So, our little fat boy, Thor, our little fatty dog, he has figured out, he found the dog treats in the pantry. And if we don't close the door tight, he can get himself in, and he sneaks in there very quietly and finds the snacks and eats them. And then, all right, that's okay. And then he, you can make chili. Hey, Marshall. And then he gets locked in there and cries. He's a pain in the neck. All right, there we go. It's ready. Hi, Violet. Thank you. All right, now our meatloaf's ready. I'm gonna get a tray. Go away, come on, go find something to do. Go play. All right, now. We're gonna cook this in our easy bake oven. Nice and easy. Look how fast we did this, right? Take our meatloaf, gonna shape it up. I mean, everybody has their way, you know? Everybody makes their meatloaf a little differently. I like having the vegetables in there. There we go. All right. Now, here's the fun for my husband. Here's the fun with my husband. He is super old school meat and potatoes guy. Has to have it this way. You ready? We are gonna put, now, some people like a nice barbecue sauce over this. Mine loves ketchup. So he's gonna get ketchup. So don't freak out when I go and pour this all over it. This is the old school of my sweet love. And he loves getting a little ketchup over it. There you go. Me, not so much. My grandma used to do it this way too, though. But now I'm like, but this is not something I like to eat anyway. Look how pretty. Still looks pretty. There you go. Now, it's going right in the oven. It's going to take about 35, 40 minutes. You grew up eating meatloaf, ketchup on top, right? All right, it's going in the oven. And we'll just watch that. Look at that. Look at all the food we got cooked so far. It's so easy and quick. Oh, for those of you guys that were, tomato paste and ketchup is mine. See, I love that. So, you know, 90% of the time my family is 100% organic. That's where we stay. Donuts, ay. Love it. And so when we put ketchup on meatloaf, I don't stress too much about it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Now, next thing. Now let's make our salads. I want to just tend to our soup first and see where we ended up. Here's our lentil soup. Let me taste. So good. All right. Now, I like my lentil soup like creamy. This is almost like a dal. You could serve this over rice like this. I don't know if you can see that. But this is more like dal. It's like an Indian sort of lentil flavor like this. I want to add a little extra curry. You could make it like this and then serve it over rice. It's great. Want to grill a piece of chicken or sear a piece of tofu or tempeh. You could do that also and have a nice dinner for yourself. Hey, Daresh. Yeah, spinach and lentil soup is awesome. I have spinach. We could add it. All right. I caught it just before it burned. I'm very happy about that. I'm gonna add a little bit extra, and I'm gonna show you where the next step of making this. I think I'm gonna leave it as a dal. I kind of like it this way. I'm adding a little bit of salt because remember, we didn't salt this before. And then the last ingredient we're gonna use is about, I would say, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, which is gonna brighten the whole dish, right? This makes a beautiful dal. I kind of like it like this. All right, let's try it. Now, we can also add a little cilantro. Which I love. You know, somebody asked me about spinach before. I'm starting to use it less and less just because of the oxalates. And I think as I get older, I don't want that to mess with my body in a lot of ways. So I've been using more like kale, chard. I've been sticking with things like that. I don't know why. I mean, I don't have any issues, but I also think, oh, minestrone, I love it. Look. Now, if I had a can of coconut milk, I would add it to this in a minute because I love it, but I don't, so. All right, there's our dal. Fresh spoon, don't worry. I love that. It's good, it's creamy. In this damp, wet, snowiness, it really makes a difference. All right, now let's look. Let me bring over the soup now, the butternut squash, and let's finish that. For this, I want to bring my my immersion blender. Because that's going to make our soup creamy and it's going to blend up our carrots. All right, now we need a little sherry. And this is where I'm going to use a little heavy cream, go old school. Because who doesn't love butternut squash with like sherry and a little cream? That's a beautiful way to make this. I think I have sherry. Let me see. I do. Perfect. I have a little bit. Perfect. All right. I think these carrots are ready. Let me check. Yes. All right, now. Hello, Joe. Joe D's. Joe D's, that's my friend Joelle. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Joelle. All right, now we're gonna blend this. But first, before we blend this is what we're gonna do. Want to get our cinnamon and nutmeg? Let's get our cinnamon and nutmeg. And this is what I tell everybody. Whenever you're making a cream-based soup, happy birthday, friend. Whenever you make a cream-based soup, before you blend, I always take out half of the liquid, especially because I'm gonna add more liquid. I don't want it to be so, I don't want it to be thin. I want a nice creamy based soup. So I want to make sure that If I need the liquid, I have it, but if I don't need it, I don't lose it, because right now we're gonna add a little bit of sherry. This is gonna cook off with the steam. Thank you. I'm gonna put a little bit of sherry in here. I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. Ooh, that sherry smells good. Oh, this is salt, a little salt. Now we're gonna add my favorite, nutmeg. I mean, I just can't get enough of nutmeg. And then, oh, it smells so good. I have a sweet cinnamon, which I like in my butternut squash. Okay, now, the last ingredient I'm gonna bring out is my heavy cream, but I'm gonna wait till we mix the soup first. I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't want this to splatter and get messy, we're gonna open the can of butternut and add it in and then cream everything together. It's gonna make it a little bit easier, all right? Thank you for all those shares and likes and loves. Let's get up to 200 shares. 200 shares, and we need over 110,000 taps. We got 100 people in here, we got that. That's one share a person. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. All right, I'm opening up my can. Our meatloaf is cooking. Nope, I didn't open it all the way. Let's try again. Meatloaf's cooking. Can you hear it sizzling? Look at all the fun we made today. If you're just joining us, I'm Chef Liz. My jam is showing you guys that you can cook real food on the fly, and it's not that hard. And if you have a pantry that's stocked with good, clean food, you can pretty much, you know, whisk together a dinner pretty quickly. So I wanted to show you that today. I brought you in my pantry. We picked out a bunch of food that I had, rummaged through, you know, old, like left what vegetables I have, and we are creating food. Ooh, our meatloaf's looking good. It is looking good. It smells delicious. So we made a meatloaf, which wasn't my plan. But then I was like, you know what? I'm making meatloaf. So I'm adding this in to my carrots, which we're gonna blend in a minute. But I don't have enough liquid in here, so I wanna make sure that I don't make a mess and it doesn't like jump up and splatter all over me. All right, now I'm gonna add a little cream just to get the whole thing going. Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful soup. Can you guys see that? You love meatloaf so much. I love that. All right, if you guys need recipes, shout it out. I'm waiting. I haven't seen anybody ask, so I haven't really said what I'm doing. All right, so now I'm just kind of dropping my immersion blender onto the carrots to get them creamy. I boiled them first because we had a can of butternut squash pureed. So I was like, oh, let's make butternut squash soup really quick. Now, usually my butternut squash soup that you'll find in my recipe book has yams. But I didn't have any yams, so look at that. Oh my God, that looks so good. Immersion blenders are an essential piece of your kitchen, for sure. Essential. If you love to cook, get this on your list. Dressings, sauces, everything, creamy soups. It is so much easier than a blender. So the lentils were a red lentil. I used coconut oil, and now you see, look, you can almost leave this thick. If you want to thin it out, you have your soup, your liquid. You see? That makes it look, that's perfect. This is where I'm sitting, right here. This is it. Look at that beautiful soup. Butternut squash soup with a little carrot. If I had yam, it would have been in this soup in a minute. I always have yam, but remember I made dog food at the beginning of the week for my big boy that got home from surgery, and they said he needed thin soup. I mean, mushy food. All right, let's taste. Oh my God. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna put this on the stove. We're gonna make our salads now. And then when we're done, we're gonna come back and look at all the beautiful food that we made. That's simple. All right, you guys getting the idea? It's so easy when you have a pantry that's stocked with real food. It's easy to do. You need the recipe with the lentils. So I did carrot, celery, and scallion, a little bit of ginger. I had chicken stock. You can use vegetable stock. You could use a bone broth. I just had some leftover chicken stock, and then I added a little bit of extra water. Coconut oil. If I had a can of coconut milk, I would have put that in as well. And I simmered that. And then I finished it with, I would normally finish that with coconut milk and cilantro, but because I didn't have it, Ruby, I just finished it with cilantro. And a little salt. Oh, and curry powder. Now, if you don't have curry powder, you could use you can make your own curry powder. Your own curry would be a combination of dried cumin. Oh yes, thank you, Gabby. I finished it with a little lemon juice. Thank you. Thank you. That's essential. Makes a big difference. All right. See, if I had left that in and put those flavors together, I would have had too much butternut squash. So, the cooking liquid, and it would have made it too watery. Now we have a nice soup. Now, you could also keep that. Oh, good. I'm so glad. All right, now let's look at our meatloaf before we start our salads. Look at our beautiful meatloaf. We have a soup for dinner. We could start with butternut squash, right? We could start with butternut squash. Then we could go to our meatloaf. We're going to make a beautiful chickpea salad, which is perfect. Look at all the vegetables, the fiber, all the goodness, right? There's carrot and celery in here, an onion. So you have all of these vegetables going on, that just make this so good. Now, I'm going to take this. This is my thermometer. I'm going to go directly into the middle of this. I can tell by how easy it went in that it's not ready. But we're just going to check it anyway. But it'd help if I turned it on. There we go. We are at, well, it's climbing. It's at 75 degrees. Now, that tells me this is going a little too fast. I put it on bake. I'm going to turn it down to 35. And I'm going to leave this in so that we can see where we're at. No, we want probe 1. All right, probe 1. And then we're making, I'm going to do one, with ground beef, I'm going to do 145. And we'll go from there and see how it looks. Oh, I'm going up the wrong way. Okay. Perfect. All right. We're going to set this right outside. Oops. Okay. We're going to set this right outside the oven, and it's going to just do its thing. we go. Perfect. Cooking away. All right. Now, let's make our vegetables. Let's make all our sides. Where's Tyler today? I don't know where Tyler is. I think he's working. He's been working a lot lately. Very busy. All right. Let's see what we got here. I don't know about these cucumbers. I'm not thinking these cucumbers are any good. I'm not a fan. We're going to leave those cucumbers out. I think I might have more, but let's see. In the meantime, I don't like that. I usually am pretty good. Like, I get through my vegetables. I usually don't have to throw things out. When I do, it drives me crazy. But it's not often that I have to do that. All right, now for a chickpea salad, let's clean this up. I like to wipe off the tops of my can, especially when they look a little dusty. All right, we're gonna open this. Now for this, we're gonna rinse this because it's a chickpea salad. We're just gonna go around and around, open it up. Or I did this upside down, that's fine. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just drain this out. And then what I do is I fill it up with water once, and I'm just gonna drain it. Now, if I'm cooking these in a soup or something, I usually use the liquid that's in here. But because I'm making a nice chickpea salad, I'm going to do it like this. Now, before I do anything else with this salad, I put anything else in this bowl, that sounds delicious. Before I do anything else, I'm salting these beans. And the reason I'm doing this is because once we put a dressing that has fat in it, like olive oil, the salt is gonna sit on top of the food. Also, if I put a tomato in here or onion or like an arugula or something, everything, yes, I love that. What's the matter, buddy? Hold on, guys, let me just take him outside. You wanna go outside? All right. Hold on, I'll be right there. I just have to let him outside. Go ahead, buddy. All right, so what was I just saying? I was just telling you something. What was I just saying? Oh, I want to let the salt absorb into this because if I put in like onion next and parsley or arugula, what happens is it's going to connect with hey Joelle, it's going to start to break down and, take the moisture out of those vegetables. So what I want to do is have the salt soak into the bean because beans usually don't have a lot of flavor. And if you put the salt on them first, before you go ahead and add anything else or the seasoning, the salt's gonna absorb and give the beans some flavor. So I like to put the flavor in first at this stage and then go back and make the salad. So we have some chickpea. Now, I have a bunch of stuff here. I have some red onion, so we're gonna put a little fresh red onion in there. We're gonna use up my red onion, which I love. I'm just gonna cut the ends that are a little dry, and then they'll be fine. Let me get that little piece of onion skin off of there. All right. Then I'm gonna turn this around and do one cut on the top. Oops, it's gonna fall apart, that's okay. So, there we go. And then we're gonna chop this up. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm always afraid when onions fall on the ground for the dogs. I don't think they naturally will go to them. They kind of actually instinctively stay away, but I don't like it. It makes me nervous. Even though that tiny little onion is not gonna make a difference, I still don't wanna do it. All right, so I'm gonna taste these chickpeas, make sure I have enough salt. Good. I like it. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Just a little. It's like a pinch. All right. Now, I have my onion. I'm not gonna put all of that onion in because I think it's too much. I'll show you what I left out. I left out that much, okay? So I've got about 2 tablespoons in there. 2 tablespoons and a splash. Next, we'll put a little celery. I love the crunch. No, Ruby, everything gets eaten. My husband brings it to work. I bring it to work. We eat it. I freeze some of it for my mom when she gets back. You know, she's in her late 80s, so she goes down to Florida and Georgia to visit my brothers, and then she comes back in the spring. So I always have a bunch of food ready for her. So no, we do not waste any food. I have a neighbor here too, and I give her food. All the food gets eaten. Joelle is a recipient of the food. Joe Dees that you see here, my friend, she gets it. All right, look at this. We're just gonna make this nice and small. Goes right in the pan. I have a carrot here. I'm gonna shred some carrot right in the bowl. Right here. Shred that right in. Lots of veggies, you see? This will go on the side of our meatloaf, right? Instead of a mashed potato, you've got all this beautiful, hey Frank, all this beautiful vegetables and healthy stuff. I love that. All right, next. So look, we have onions, we have carrots, celery. Now, I have this little bucket of quartered artichokes. I'm throwing these bad boys in. I'm gonna drain them. Now they're quartered, so they're gonna need a little bit of chop. So I'm just gonna chop them up. Oh, this looks delicious. I'm so excited. See, this is my jam right here. I don't need meatloaf. I need this. All right, and then we have one little piece of red pepper left. We're gonna chop that up. Looks a little bit, but that's gonna add some brightness to the dish. Throw that all in there. Look. I mean, you could then, if you wanted to, if you're into the meat and you want meat, go for it. Maybe just like, make a piece of grilled chicken, slice that up, put that in this bowl. Look how nice that is. Now, I'm not sure I like tomato in this salad, but if anybody likes that, I can show you what it's gonna look like with a tomato. That's up to you. I don't mind. Or we can save that tomato. I have some fresh mozzarella. I can show you my favorite mozzarella salad. Tomato mozzarella. We can really get busy today. We got a lot going on today. All right, now it needs a pop. So I'm gonna take some arugula and throw that in. If you wanted to add cheese to this, you could add some fresh mozzarella or goat cheese. I'm not gonna do that. But look at this, beautiful. You could add pumpkin seeds. Now, I've got parsley. Let me see if I have some fresh basil. Kind of feel like I want a little basil in there. I don't know if I have any. No, I do not. No basil. Thought I did. I don't see any. All right, no basil. That's all right. How about some, let's see. Okay, that's it. We're good. All right, so we'll put a little fresh parsley in there. My tired, happy parsley. It's looking a little tired. All right, I'm gonna chop that up. Yep, we could put sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. You guys get it, right? Got a little part. Look at all these beautiful vegetables in here. From nothing, just sitting in our pantry. What can we eat tonight? I'm all in for this. We're at 1:31. Let's keep going. I'm going to put another 20 minutes on here. Oh, it looks gorgeous. All right, we keep going. All right, now, what are we going to do for a dressing? I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Let me just rinse this real fast. There's a couple of ways you could go with this, but the way that I like to do this, I don't know why, but for me, chickpeas to me lend themselves to a beautiful lemon juice. I just kind of love that. So if I'm going to make this with lemon juice, let me see. I want to see, I know I have a measuring cup. I just had them out today. Hello. Hello. All right. Now you can squeeze lemon, or I have my Volcano lemon juice organic. This is what we use in the shop because we just juice so much lemon juice. We use it so much that this is the only way to do it. So I'm going to do, so here's your lemon juice recipe, right? I would do, if I was making a big batch, like when we do it in the shop, so that if you want to have it all week or something, you could do a cup of olive oil to 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice, and then add garlic powder. We do a little herbamar, so we could do a little parsley, part dried parsley or plain parsley, garlic powder, chopped garlic. I like garlic powder for this. This is going to be, what I'm doing here is about a 1/4 cup of oil and another 1/4 cup of lemon juice. I already added salt to this. I'm not going to add any more because I added the salt to the beans, but I'm going to test it in a minute. And see, I'm adding about a teaspoon of garlic powder. I mean, if you want, you can add fresh dill to this. You could add basil. I mean, it's endless, the fun that you could have with this dish. If you love olives, which I love olives, I might add some green calamatas to this because I love that. So I made this on the fly. I've never made this specific chickpea, but chickpeas are sort of like, they're like that versatile bean, almost like a white bean too. You can pretty much throw anything in these and get a beautiful salad out of it, right? Now I'm going to let this sit, right? And this is how we're going to serve our dinner. Now, what else could we make? What else did we say? Oh, we're going to make shakshuka. Okay. So I'm going to let this sit in the fridge and let this sort of marinate with all the flavors. But look at that. Let's see. Well, we definitely need some artichoke to try. And then we'll try it with some chickpea. With the lemon juice, Jack, this is my kitchen hacks class, and what I'm teaching you is what do you have in your pantry? What does your pantry look like that you can just go into the pantry, pull out a bunch of ingredients and make something for dinner? You know, you've got a busy day, you don't know what to do. What can I make for my family for dinner? So we went into the pantry, we grabbed a can of butternut squash. I had it for my dogs, but we decided to make butternut squash soup. I had some red lentils. I have a can of pinto beans. I had some garbanzo beans. We just made this salad. We put a meatloaf in the oven, and we made a dal, a beautiful red lentil dal. We made a beautiful butternut squash soup, and we're gonna plate all of that in a minute. And this was all from my pantry. So what I want you guys to see is that you can come home from a busy day and grab a good can of organic something, and turn it into a really yummy meal. So now what I want to show you, next, how do you make shakshuka? Shakshuka has kind of come on the scene. I learned this back in the 90s. I was hired to go to Saudi Arabia. King Fahad's daughter-in-law owned a women's center in the diplomatic quarter of Riyadh, and I went there to start the Healthy Body Kitchen. I took a beautiful Middle Eastern food, and they wanted it to be sort of change it to macrobiotic or vegan food. And I'm like the second generation of vegan chefs out of New York City, out of a school called the Natural Gourmet Institute for Food and Healing. I studied under Anne-Marie Colbin. There was 8 of us in the class. I think when the school finally closed, there was like 30 or 40 people in a class. But we were like, I don't know, 4th or 5th class that went through the school, something like that. So anyway, when I went there, they were already making this back, this is their standard sort of breakfast. So how it worked, you take a tomato, and we're going to just chop this up. It doesn't matter how. I mean, you can chop it up and make it nice and small. This is a beautiful organic, we call this a 5x6 tomato. It's a 15-pound box of tomatoes in our business, and they're beautiful. It's like a sandwich tomato, a slicing tomato. But we're gonna cook it because that's what I got. All right, so we're gonna take this, and then we're gonna take a little bit of onion. I'm gonna bring you guys over to the stove, and I'm gonna show you how we make this. Okay. Give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna move some stuff around for you guys. Ooh, let's check out that meatloaf. I'm feeling like our little machine here is killing the top. Oh, that looks so good. All right, we're like 3 degrees away. So let's give it out a second, and then we'll take it out. Let it sit. So we're gonna do this. Let's open our beans. Now our beans, I'm probably only gonna use about a half a can, because this I don't have anybody to feed, and it's only gonna be me, and I'm not eating this tonight. Although I could eat this tonight. I do love it. You're hungry now? I know. We made so much fun food in such a little amount of time, right? All right. I'm going to drain it just a little bit. We're going to use some of that liquid to create the cooking liquid for the egg. All right, so we're almost there. This looks beautiful. I kind of want to cut this in half and see where we're at. Look at how pretty that looks. It's all caramelized on top. We could throw a little more ketchup on this if we really want to. Oh, it's ready. I just want to open it up and see what we got going on in here. That looks good. It's cooked all the way through, which is what I wanted. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks so good inside. Look at that. That's pretty. Little birds on top, but people like that, so it's gonna be good. Oh God, that smells good. All right, he's ready. I'm gonna put him up here. All right, nice. All right, let me bring you guys over here. I'm gonna make shakshuka. You there? Okay. We're gonna heat up this pan. Here's our butternut squash soup, but we're gonna plate all of this when we're done. So excited. So excited. All right, you guys, we have lots of love. Let's get to see one. Let's do it. All we need to do is get that. Oops, let me see. Where's my finger? That number. We've got these loves here. If you want to hear more about the organic food movement, you can drop your information here and we will reach out and tell you all about what we're up to. Our daily ranking, we're doing great. We have all this stuff. Oh, we'll do that in a minute when that goes down. So now we're going to heat this. We're going to use olive oil for this. All right. Hey, Lady Boss, how are you? All right. And then we're going to use our onion and tomato. We're going to cook that down. Then we're going to add our beans, and it's going to, you'll see. Then you crack an egg in the middle, and it makes a beautiful dish. All right, so we're going to add a little bit of oil. This is olive oil, single source. Love it. Organic. Never get tired of that. Nice sizzle. Pan's ready. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt here. And then we're gonna wait. We're not gonna do too much. We're gonna let this cook. We want this to break down. We want the onions to get translucent. And at this stage, what we're gonna add to this is coriander, half a teaspoon. We're gonna add a little cumin. Ground cumin. A little less than half. And we added our salt. Now we're gonna cook this. We could also add in here a little pinch of cinnamon, just a little. I'm gonna put our salad into the fridge. And let those flavors sort of marinate. Does it fit in my fridge? Yes. Yes? No. No room in the fridge. That's crazy. All right. Look how fast that breaks down. Have it on a medium flame now. I started on high. Yes, Karma, in this soup, we'll go over that when I plate everything, but in that soup is butternut squash, some carrots. If I had a yam, I would have put a yam in there, or sweet potato. And then, oops, let me wash that. And then I added a little cream and sherry and some spices, a little salt, nutmeg, and cinnamon to make butternut squash. So good. Hey, campgrounds. Thank you for my little dinies. We're so close. We're so close to getting all those dinies. Yippee. All right. Oh, yeah, we're going to add a little pinch of cinnamon. A little pinch, not a big pinch. Just a little. This is shakshuka. This is my way of adding shakshuka. My way. There's a lot of ways out there I noticed lately, and that's kind of cool. Okay, now, this is ready. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add a little bit of beans into this. You could do the whole thing. Anna, thank you. All right. Now, I'm going to mash those beans. Now, because I just added the beans, I'm going to add a little salt to the top of them because remember, the beans don't have a lot of salt in them. I get the organic ones and their sodium content's not too high. So I'm going to just smash these up a little bit. I'm using my mix and chop. I want to break these beans down. I want them to get creamy, sort of almost like a refried bean. Hey Cass, thanks for my heart. Guys, we have 21,000. We need over 100,000 more today, so keep tapping if you would. Show the organic food movement some love. If you haven't dropped your heart me already, I know there's a lot of people in here. Drop that heart me. That really helps your creators and you. If you are a creator also, it really builds your own engagement points. What do they call it? The heart me trio. You drop a heart me, gift, you put in a comment. That helps your engagement score a whole lot. And you can see your engagement score right up here. Right, let me get my finger there, right there. You click on that and you can see what your engagement score is for this live. And it really tells the algorithm, you know, I don't know, tells it stuff. I have no idea what. I'm just learning myself. Oh, Curly, you just reached level 4. And you have a milestone of 500 minutes of watching lives. That's awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you, Pam. All right, now you see, look how beautiful this is. Now I'm gonna taste the flavor. We're gonna adjust the flavor, and then we're gonna crack an egg, and we're gonna put it in the oven, and we're gonna bake it. And we'll show you what this looks like. This is a wonderful breakfast if you love Middle Eastern food, or if you're tired of eating the same food all the time. This is a great way to have a, you know, another thing to try. So let's give this a good mix, and then we're gonna taste it, and then we're gonna drop our egg. I'm gonna show you how we cook that. Doesn't that look beautiful? This is like Middle Eastern refried beans, if you will. All right, let me taste this. All right. I'm gonna add a little bit of flavor to this. I'm gonna add, like, seriously, less than a pinch of everything but cumin. It needs a little coriander, a little bit of cinnamon, and a speck of salt. And it will be ready. Look, I mean, not even a lot. I just wanna round out that flavor just a little bit. Come on. All right, now, you could finish this on the stove. Let's see how long it takes. You could also put it in the oven. I do both, but let's see if we can just leave it right here. And we'll watch that egg cook. So we're gonna crack that egg. I would do probably 2 or 3 eggs, but I know nobody's gonna eat this but me, and I'm only gonna crack 1 egg. And we're just gonna let that cook. Now, what we could do here is we could cover this. The only problem is, you know, that shell, that the top of the egg will start to cover over instead of just seeing the, you know, once you cover this, you're gonna get like a white film over the egg. But if you leave it open and you put it in the regular oven, you know, like an oven or something, it will, I'm gonna slow that down just a little bit. It will, you know, you'll still see that beautiful yolk. All right. I can't believe all the food we just made in less than 2 hours. We got a lot done. Okay, so give me 1 second. I want to clean this, and then we're going to plate everything. We'll look at everything. If there's something you missed in terms of recipes, we'll go over it. We'll try everything. And then yet another class. This is so awesome. I'm so glad you guys are all here tonight. We got to do this together. This class was usually at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays, but I had an event that I had to go to this morning that I forgot about, so I rescheduled the class. But I'm glad you guys found it and you're here. It makes me so happy. All right, I'm just gonna move all this stuff to the sink, and we are gonna plate so we can stare at all the prettiness of the food. All right, put my lemon juice away. Now, if you guys have not been here before, we have classes all week long. They start, Sunday, I guess, starts the week again. For me, calendar week. You can find our calendar in the Book of Face or on our LINK and the BIO. It's my friend Stan, and the whole calendar is right here for the month, every class and the time. It's wonderful. You'll learn, there's a recipe, there's all information about our Access Pass where you get all of my books, my cookbook, my ebooks, all the downloads, access to the recipe file. It's pretty cool. We have a community corner. When you guys cook, I always ask you guys to drop pictures of the food that you make in the Book and Face, and then I scoop those pictures and show them to you. There's a little love letter from me. It's great. And then you get our whole schedule for the month. So tomorrow is Sunday. I'll be at work. I think I will be on live tomorrow. I'm hoping to be. Just depends on how the morning goes. And then we will be live Monday. We are doing Monday night is Easter favorites. Then the following Monday is Erin Gobra. I'm gonna cook for you what we do for St. Patrick's Day, but from Ireland, not corned beef and cabbage. And then we're gonna do Passover favorites on the following, on the 23rd. And then on the 30th, for my wonderful Tyler, he asked me to do an oats class. So we're doing, I love oats. Just for Tyler. And then Wednesday mornings is our kitchen pharmacy class. That's where we talk about, somebody asked me today about congestion and coughs and what they can use. So we talk about all that kind of stuff. How can food be your remedy? So that class lineups, next Wednesday, we have anxiety and the millennial. So if you know anybody that's dealing with a lot of anxiety, we're going to talk a lot about that. Then we have on the 18th, cholesterol, the misunderstood molecule. What was that beautiful party laser? Thank you, April. Oh my God, could we actually do this today? I've been trying all week to hit that mark. Thank you so much. I'm eating healthy salad with fat-free dressing on my salad and baked potato chips. Awesome, but you need fat in your diet, so don't just give up fat. Fat is very important for brain health, so keep that in mind. And then the last Wednesday of the month, we're going to be doing chronic illness and the Klingons, all about parasites and chronic illness. We're going to look at chronic illness from the perspective of parasites, but we're not going to say that word. We're going to say Klingons, the whole class. Thank you, Renee. And then also keep in mind, if you know anybody that's really suffering from anxiety, I would really like you to be part of that class because you're going to see through that lens of Klingons. There will be quite a bit of conversation about that. So we're going to talk like that. Thursday night's Q&A. We're probably going to do another Girl Scout cookie. Remember, we did our Thin Mints on Thursday. Let me show you. I made these gluten-free, but you can use the recipe regular. So we made these. And then that's it. Then our month is done. Woo! It's a lot. We have a lot of classes. So I'm always up for ideas for classes. If there's a class I haven't done or you haven't seen, I love for you guys to let me know, and I put it on the schedule. So thank you for my beautiful butterfly. I love those colors. You can see purple's my favorite. So, I'm always in for, a good shout out of classes. I love to hear what you guys are looking to learn. I am here to teach you. That's my jam. I love teaching you guys how to cook clean, real food. That's my jam. That's my jam. All right, we're going to get ready to plate everything now. And we're going to look at all of our beautiful pantry food. This is what we did. It's always good to make a list of all your favorite foods that you love and then have ingredients available. So on those nights where you just don't have a chance to get it together, organize yourself, figure it out, you have the opportunity to just grab something out of your pantry and make it. That makes life so much easier, especially for my non-planners. I know my non-planners are out there like me, and it's very difficult to figure it out sometimes. I get it. All right, our shakshuka is finished. Let me just grab a couple of plates, and we are going to plate our beautiful food. June, are you still here? Hi, Arlene. Oh, don't worry, Arlene, don't worry. Remember, that's what the replays are for. We can't always be at everyone, and you're gonna see the food, and I'm gonna recap. And if you want recipes, just ask me. I am happy to do it. Look, guys, we need like 100,000 taps. If you can make that happen, and share. We're doing really good today. I'm so excited. We have close to 200 shares. So if everybody just shares to one person, we're in. We made it. All right, now, a share and a heart me. First things first. Let's look at our beautiful butternut squash soup. Thank you for my follow. Follow. This is our butternut squash soup. Now, if you have cranberry sauce, you could do a beautiful little ribbon of cranberry on there, right? Thank you for all the shares. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Beyond. All right. Then we have our beautiful lentil dal. This is our red lentil dal we made. Now, I could have made this into a soup, but I kind of like the dal kind of thing. This is really like, it's good. It's fun. It's different. And, you could grill a piece of tofu or a grilled piece of chicken. You could add more stock and make this a red lentil soup. Thank you for my beautiful masquerade. Thank you. Homemade soup. Yes, Randy. And then we have our meatloaf. Let's cut this and plate it. So we got all of this out of the pantry. I had no plan today at all. I wanted you guys to see what do I have in my kitchen that I could make a beautiful meal for my family without having to buy something, order out, any of those things. Look at how fluffy this meatloaf is. Boy, that looks good. I think we used 1 egg. And you see, the other secret to doing this is you don't overcook it. Well, and also this is Wagyu, so that makes a difference too. But I usually have I usually do either 80-15. It doesn't matter to me which kind of meat I use, I don't care. All right, and then we have our beautiful chickpea salad that we're gonna serve with this. With artichokes and arugula, carrots. There's a little roasted pepper in here. Here's our artichoke. We put celery, onion. Hey, Randy, how's it going? All right. If you are new here and you want to learn more about the organic food movement, you guys can reach out here and we will kind of hook you up. We are also everywhere on social. You can find me at the Organic Food Movement, Book of Face. YT has all the replays. Book of Face, great community. We are all in there yapping and talking about life and food and all good stuff. We'd all also think about joining IG, because then we can send some love there as well. All right. Oh, shakshuka. Here's our shakshuka. You see what I'm talking about? I covered the egg so there's like a little white sort of film over the top. But if you were gonna eat this and serve it, I would have put maybe 1 or 2 more eggs in there, but no, Ron's not gonna eat this and I'm the only one here, so I can always add an egg tomorrow for breakfast, but look, let me show you. So I would take this like this with my beans. And this is a wonderful breakfast, just saying. Lunch, snack, look at that. Oh, look at that beautiful food from nothing, right? We walked in the pantry and we found a bunch of different things that we could eat and we made some meals. When you spend some time with me, when you see what we're doing, when you're in the room, and I always say this, repetition, right? That's the mother of learning. So the more time you spend here learning to cook and seeing, oh, I could do this. All I started with was a can of pinto beans, some red lentils, a can of butternut squash, and I had some ground beef. Thawed out the ground beef. I put, we need tappers. Tap it, tap, tap, tap. We need over 100,000. We got this. I know it. Then I had some celery, carrots, onion. I have all kinds of spices and olive oil. And we created our meals from this. That's it. That's cool, right? Right, who's got questions for me? Tell me. I'm here for you. Ask me any question. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for my finger hearts. Ask me any kind of question you have. I'm here for you. Do you want to know what's in the food? Do you need a recipe? I had some leftover artichokes from a salad, and thank you for the bravo. All right. Dal, delicious. This would be a great lunch. It's a great leftover lunch. Bring that with a beautiful salad, maybe some grilled chicken. You are not going to have that 3 o'clock fall asleep at your desk. Not going to happen. Butternut squash. Delicious. With a little bit of sherry. We put a little sherry in here, a little cream, nutmeg, cinnamon. So good. There's carrot and a can of butternut squash. Can you believe that? All right. Oh, and then here's our egg. I like this a little runny, so let's see. Oh, I cooked it a little too much. That's okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was too excited chatting with you guys. But look. You see? So pretty. So pretty. If you like Middle Eastern flavors, onions, tomatoes, cumin, coriander, salt, a little bit of cinnamon, onions and tomato, cook them down, add a salt. It's so good. Crack your egg, let it poach in there. Also, lunch, you can make this for dinner. Put a little fattoush on the side. Serve it with Arabic bread or pita bread. So freaking good, right? And then, look, our beautiful chickpea salad. Thank you, Anna. And our meatloaf. This has carrot, celery, onion, Parmesan, eggs, salt, garlic, a little cream, and some gluten-free breadcrumb. Oh my God, that's good. Serve it with a little chickpea salad instead of mashed potatoes, right? You got onions in here, grated carrots, arugula. Yes, the pinto beans, April. Oh my God. All right, I had my dinner. What do you think? Yes, no, thumbs up if you love it. Thumbs up if you learned something today. I learned something. I love to cook. I'm gonna cook it. Anything. I'm so excited, April. Delicious. It's so good. This is what I want to show you guys. If you are new here, join us at the Organic Food Movement. Be part of the party. Repetition is the mother of learning. We have a recipe vault with over 500 recipes. It's $5 a month. You can join that, and you have access to. I know I have a shakshuka recipe. I know I have at least 3 of these recipes already in that vault. This was on the fly, so it was just like everything I had in the fridge. I'm just gonna unmirror that so I don't have to keep sliding stuff back and forth. Okay. You know, there's a soup cookbook. There's free downloads, premium pantry makeover that you can download, and it will kind of walk you through the steps of how do I change my kitchen from the standard American diet to real organic food, one ingredient at a time. When something runs out, you replace it. And then you have this beautiful food. I've been cooking organic whole foods since 1983 when I started living on my own. I'm going to be 62 this summer, and 90% of my life, I'm 100% organic. So I don't yell at people. I don't say, oh my gosh, if you eat this, blah, blah, blah. We all know how bad our food is. Because we know how we feel. We know what we're putting in our body is not healing us, making us feel good. So when you change and you spend some time here and you see how simple it is, I try and make it simple. You can make beautiful, delicious food simply. We don't have to make these big gourmet meals because, quite frankly, that's not how we live, right? So this is a wonderful way to learn how to care for ourselves. So join the movement, be part of us. I should take wait, hold on a minute. Hold on, I'm gonna take this off. You'll see my shirt. We even have merch, but I'm not allowed to take this stuff off. Hold on. Hold, please. I got my cool shirt on. Oh, my doggy's back. Hold on. I gotta let my doggy in. Coming. Come here, buddy. There you go. Hold it down. So, hold on. I'm just putting my sweater on. Okay. So, you see, you have a place to come where you can learn. I'm not ever going to make you feel guilty what's in your pantry. I'm just going to suggest, hey, you know what? Time to get rid of those seed oils. Too much inflammation, like those kinds of things. It's so much better that way because I don't think people respond to getting yelled at. Yes, fear scares the crap out of us, but what good is that going to do if you freeze and then have no alternative? I don't think that works. It certainly doesn't work for me. And I know a lot about our food system, but I'm not going to sit here and freak people out because I would rather show you the joy of cooking clean, healthy food without the panic attack. because who needs that? So if you're here for the first time, I'm Chef Liz. I've been on the platform for, I think I'm going into my 16th month. Can you believe that? I can't even believe it. And there's some of my beautiful friends in here have been with me since, I think, day one, right, Robin? June? I just forever. So we just have a beautiful community. You have access to our I get this AI thing that comes up in my feed. I've tried to shut it off. It always comes back. But we have a newsletter that comes out every month. Tyler does it for us. And my whole schedule is here. I'm not mirroring it, sorry, because I already had it that way. But you can pick this up in Go See Stan, or you can go to the to Book a Face. You can find it there. We have a great lineup of classes. So Saturdays is Kitchen Hacks, which was this class. Monday nights, we do all our yummy food. All the decadent yumminess comes out. We're doing Easter, Passover, and St. Patrick's Day this month. Got a lot of holidays coming up. So we're going to do matzo ball soup and potato pancakes. We're going to do Easter bread and all kinds of fun stuff. And then for St. Patrick's Day, we're going to do traditional St. Patrick's Day from Ireland. We're not making corned beef and cabbage. I'm going to show you what they're doing in Ireland. Nope, we're not doing that, Brenda. That's easy. You guys buy a piece of corned beef and throw it in the pot. 3 hours later, throw potato, cabbage, and carrots. It's done. Now I want to show you some other things. But make sure when you buy your meat, make sure you're getting it from a company that's like uncured, clean, doesn't have colorant in it. Start to read your labels. If you don't understand what's on the back of a package, it's probably a good idea not to buy it. Simple. Look at it that way. I know for people, most people shop in a regular, big box grocery store, whether it's Wegmans or Lion, whatever, or Stop and Shop or ShopRite, or wherever you are in the country, there's some big Publix, one of those kinds of stores. But the best thing you could do while you're learning is to shop perimeter, right? Find the organic section, look at the sales. And in the meantime, find your local independent health food store. Sprouts is okay, but when you find the locals, those are usually, and a lot of you guys have seen the shop that I work in for the past 21 years. We have a beautiful produce department. It's all organic. We have a clean place to work. Clean food, clean, real food, organic, important. If you can't get there right away, it's okay. One ingredient at a time. As you finish an ingredient, as you finish a spice, just buy the next one organic. It's that simple. One step at a time. You finish up all the gooby oils that you got, get rid of them. Remember, the oils and fats that we use are olive, avocado, coconut, ghee, butter, bacon fat, and at the very end, before bacon fat, I would do ghee and beef tallow. Bacon fat and chicken fat are the, once in a while, not every day. How we doing? We got to tap it out. Get those fingers tapping. There's 160 people in this room today. We got to get to 200,000 taps. I know you guys could do it. The shirts, I think the shirts run a little big. No? I don't know. This is a large, I think. It runs a little big, or maybe I could have just got a medium. And they're 100% cotton. And we have a cutting board. Look, we have this beautiful cutting board. It's acacia wood. Inscribed. It's got the back so you can do meat. It's nice. We have a cookbook. We're very busy. We're very busy here at the Organic Food Movement. I'm so excited. It's so nice to see everybody. Okay, hold on. Let me get our beautiful thing. Join the movement back. Yippee! Do you guys have any questions at all? I see you tapping. I know you guys are listening. What can I do for you? How can I help? You have a recipe vault. You have a bunch of free downloads at Stan. You've got a cookbook, my soup cookbook. I'll sign it for you. There's a book on cleanses. If you're into cleanses, it's a fabulous book. We have what other book do we have? We have another book too. Cleanses. Oh, Beat the Bloat. If you're not feeling good, that's a good book. It's all about your gut, how to heal your gut, what to do if you have a flare. There's a special spot in there about SIBO and something else. Does it have, I think IBS and SIBO are in there too. So you have a lot of good information, a lot of tools to help you feel good. Anybody need recipes? Did you guys get all the notes for your recipes tonight? Hey, Robert, welcome. What else? Anything else? Wow, in 2 hours, in an hour and 40 minutes, we put all this beautiful food together. That's the fun. There's a bunch of free downloads in there too. Besides the premium pantry makeover, there's a real Big Mac, like a healthy Big Mac in there. There's just everything. I've created so many tools for you guys. You're set. Now you just have to show up over and over again. Repetition. Learn how to cook. We have a good time here, I would say. What else? Nobody's talking to me. I need somebody talking to me. Tell me something. Tell me something, girl. Hi, Robin. All right. Well, if that's it, if nobody has any questions, I'm going back to work. I got lots to do for you guys. I hope you all had a good time here. I hope you learned something. What are your favorite spring meals? Oh, interesting, Mountain. I like cold soups. I like fish. I lean way more towards vegetarian food than not. I love fresh salads. Like if you've had any time, if you've been at the shop, we have a beautiful deli case with tons of salads. Anna, when you say that, you mean limited mobility, that you don't have like hand health, like you can't use your hands or you can't stand? You mean like that? Like things that don't require a lot of cutting? That kind of thing? I could do that. Let me take some notes. That is true. We didn't talk about that. Any classes you guys want to see? All right. Mobility. Yeah, I like fish and fresh salads, all those kinds of things. Standing and cutting restrictions. Gotcha. You know, the first thing that crosses my mind is you can get, a lot, even in organics, they have pre-cut pre-cut vegetables. And those are helpful to me. Even green beans, you can get Brussels sprouts, butternut squash, carrot, celery, onion. They're so, you can get a lot of that pre-cut, and that might be very, very helpful. Then you're just sort of like, and then if you do things that are like in a crock pot or you stew things, those are easy because then you don't have to stand very long. You can just throw all that stuff in a crock pot and cook it up. The coffee that I drink, I do have a showcase, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say that now. I might get a restriction because I'm not a shop live right now. And I was trying to learn all that before I do it and get in trouble. But I use Rise Mushroom Coffee, and I put collagen in it. Here's my Rise coffee. I put collagen in this, and I also add Laird Superfood Creamer, which I don't know if I have it somewhere here. And that's what I cook. And I make a bucket. I always have a bucket of it ready to go. Mmm. Oh, why is that saying cooking a matzo ball soup? That's kind of funny. We talked about matzo ball soup for a minute. Hi, Robin. Update, 40,000 to go. Oh no, we have 40, we need 60. Love your vegan options for your recipes. Oh, do you see them, Mountain? Are you in the recipe vault? I do a lot of that. I try and do most of the recipes, not in the very beginning, because I didn't know I needed to do that, but over time, you'll see more of the newer recipes have like vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options. Like, how do you manipulate the recipe so it works for you? And a lot. Oh, okay. So Mountain, if you in the LINKBIO scene, it's at my friend Stan's, that has a recipe vault in it. In there is over 500 recipes. Most of the recipes have that option. Okay, I got to do that, June. Is that how you do it? With the bag, right? The cart. A lot of those recipes come with the three options written out: vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free, because I think that's really important. And it's $5 a month. It's not a lot. And there's tons and tons and tons of recipes and all of the kitchen pharmacy. So if you have an issue, if you're not feeling good, I mean, there's a lot of information. It's becoming a pretty impressive, I think, recipe file of all kinds of yumminess. So thank you for appreciating that. Are you vegan, actually? We need 60,000 taps. Can we do it? We have 100 people in this room. Ooh, I'll check that out. Oh yes, thank you. You're welcome. We need those hearts to move fast, fast, fast. Hey, it's Nance. How are ya? No dairy, no meat, kinda. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Are you, let me guess, you're some kind of A blood type, right? Maybe? How are ya? We just had the bestest, funnest class. We did all kinds of, we raided my pantry and made food on the fly. We did an organic food movement chopped. If you guys can and you love to, you could show us some love, and we can make this finally happen this week. Get to see one. We're climbing step by step, inch by inch. We're so close. So close. Nance, we made shakshuka with eggs and pinto beans. We made a red lentil dal today. This, I'm going to eat it. I'll bring some of it to work. My husband will eat the meatloaf. I'll eat the chickpea salad. That's my dinner. That chickpea salad and some of this dal. I'll freeze it for my mama. The soup and the dal will last 5 days. I'll eat the beans tonight and tomorrow with my chickpea salad. Yeah, so if you like no dairy with the butternut squash soup, you can leave out the heavy cream. You could put in like a cashew milk. There's a Violife, and now Califia has a heavy cream, which I actually like better. Did you know that? Is Renee here? Did you know, Renee? There's a Califia heavy cream now. I was very happy to see that. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. Coconut milk rather than cream. Yes, I wouldn't put, I don't know if I would put, thank you, June. I don't know if I would put, thank you, June. I don't know if I would put, coconut milk in the butternut squash. I mean, you could, you could actually, a great recipe for the butternut squash soup. If you did coconut milk, I would change the spices a little and do like a curried butternut squash soup with coconut milk. To me, that would fit better, and then those flavors sort of go better, like a curried butternut squash soup. I could see that. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we can change these to. Ooh, a Cupid's bow. We did our masquerade. Let's see if we can change that. Yeah, so that's what I would do if you were going to use coconut milk. It works better. Those flavors all work kind of in sync together. Do we have a breakfast meal class? I can add that to the list. I don't have one. We've done one. We've done like brunch and we've done breakfast, but yes, of course I can. I love that. What are you thinking for breakfast? What kind of ideas do you need? Do you need something besides oats? Like I want to make you guys what I make here too sometimes, I do like a quinoa and millet porridge. It's so good. I mean, and that you can put anything in. Almonds, dates, raisins, I don't know, prunes, apricots, maple sugar. Like we just do all that fun stuff. It's so good. Hey, Tiff. Hi, Michelle. Choo. Did you tap yourself out, June? Hi, Spider. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Robin. My beautiful friends, always helping me. We love my chef. I love you too. Did you see all the beautiful food we made today? We need 60,000 taps. Love us up. We need some love. Love. Fan club hub. What's going on in this corner? Let's see. Oy. Lots of stuff. That's gorgeous. I know. We did good, right, Smile? Walt Women Mall. How do you know that? When did we start talking about that? You grew up in Huntington? Walt Women Mall. That's crazy. I haven't heard that in a million years. I used to work in the A&S in that mall a million gazillion years ago. In fact, I worked in that one time. Oh, really? Oh, I don't even remember that, but I yap so much on this app. I worked in the A&S, Michelle, and I worked one time in the sweater department during the holiday season, and you could smoke in the department stores. That's how long ago I'm talking. shoe department. And then I worked in the Christmas department during like Christmas week. And then like, and I think during like Thanksgiving, I worked in the, what do you call it? Like Black Friday, I worked in the sweater department and a fist fight broke out and they were smoking cigarettes. That's how long ago I worked in A&S. Shoe department, early 90s for her. So I'm talking, I guess, very, 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 very early, like 70s, late 70s, early 80s. One pot meals. Yeah, we've done those a few times. You know what? I've never done crock pot cooking. We could do that. We could do like a part 1 and 2 to see it at the end. Like one night we start at night and then the next day we do it. Really? That's crazy. I mean, does your sister remember when it went on fire? The mall went on fire? I don't even remember when that was. We were so happy because we got a day off. It didn't work. It was so stupid. Drinking water, TikTok. You do? Oh my God, that was, then I worked in another store in that mall and I got held up at gunpoint there. Making a deposit. What store was I in? Candies? Was that the name of the store? Candies? Candies, I think it was called. Is that a store? Crock-Pot and Instapot? Oh my, I know, it was crazy. Crock-Pot and Instapot. Yeah, I could do that. Instapot is like, what did they call the old timer? What did they call it a million years ago? My grandmother called it something else. It wasn't called an Instapot. Not a crock pot. Pressure cooker. Thank you. I feel like an Instapot is a pressure cooker. I can't eat food out of those. It's too contractive for me. Believe it or not, the food, it comes out so tight that I get an instant headache. I remember my grandmother loved cooking in a pressure cooker. And whenever she used that, I would get sick. Maybe because it was aluminum. I don't know. It could be that. Maybe it was that. Hi, TikTok. Hi, TikTok. Hi, Tiff. We had so much fun. Okay, that's our number right there to get our C1 before tomorrow. We could do it. We could do it. Let's go. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Come on and wiggle it. Till the frozen in a pinch. I could see that. Wait, avocado queen. I like that I can start till the frozen in a pinch. You mean like that you can put frozen food in a crock pot and cook it? Thank you, Savior. Thank you. Thank you for my roses. Thank you, Michelle, for my Cupid's bow. In the Instapot. You could put frozen food in the Instapot and cook it. Interesting. It takes longer, right? I would imagine. I like your name, Avocado Queen. Hi, Joy. We just cooked. We did something. We did sort of like, how do you cook meals on the fly out of your pantry? So we dug around in my pantry. I told everybody what I had and they were like, oh, make this, make that, do this. And we did a little different, but we made shakshuka with beans and egg. Just cook or by the pound. Gotcha. We made a red lentil dal, a butternut squash soup, meatloaf, and a chickpea salad with artichokes, which I love. It's my favorite. Pantry on the fly. Oh, panty on a fly. A roast is done in 45 minutes compared to hours in a crock pot. You know, Brenda, like I said, I cannot eat out of those. I can't do it. It's too tight. The food is too tight for me, if that makes sense. It's contractive. It's so tight. You just checking what's up? What's up? What's up, Joel? We cooked beautiful, yummy food. Soup, dal, shakshuka, meatloaf, chickpeas. We did a pantry chopped at the organic food movement. Hi, Mrs. Stay Happy. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Robin, hello Trista, welcome. But you know, you could do a roast beef in the oven at 35 minutes and it's ready. Yeah, just different timing. And you don't have to watch it. You can just put it in the oven. Or is it that you can put the beef in the Instapot, plug it in, set a timer, and by the time you get home from work, it's ready? Is that the difference? Because I could understand that. Thank you for the follow, Cyprian. Welcome. Welcome for all my new followers tonight. We have quite a few. Welcome. There's so much to learn here. Keep coming back. If you drop into the Book of Face, you'll be able to download the our newsletter. It has a live schedule on it so that you can see everything we're up to. You can kind of get it all in there, whatever you want to see. This month, tomorrow, you'll see me at my shop, most likely. Amanda's going to be there. We're going to bake. And, oh, you want to see it? Hold on. I got a mirror then just for you. There you go. Hold on. That's your class schedule for the month. And then Sunday night, the next Sunday night class is on the 15th. It's winter to spring, a light and comfort food kind of thing, as a slow cooker as well. And then the next few Mondays, we're doing Easter favorites, St. Patrick's Day favorites, Passover favorites, and then we're doing an Oh My, I Love Oats. So we got it together. We got this. Wednesdays, 10 a.m. No, that's wrong. Wednesdays at 8 a.m. we do a kitchen pharmacy class, and that's all about food and healing, letting food be your remedy. We are talking this coming week, anxiety and the millennial. So if you know anybody that's suffering, please, please, please let them, look at you with this milestone, Michelle. 500 minutes. That's crazy. I love that. Thank you so much. I will be hungry. And then anxiety in the millennials. The following week is cholesterol and the misunderstood molecule. We're going to dive deep into cholesterol and, really, really talk about that. What day are you doing the anxiety? Wednesday. It's the 11th. Wednesday, March 11th. Anxiety and the millennial. Tomorrow, I am married 24 years. So I'm going to go on in the morning. I'm coming home, and then that's it. I'm shutting everything off and just having a nice day. Well, it's sort of like we got married 2 days in a row. We got married at night, at home with, a minister, quiet. And the next day we had some crazy church wedding with bagpipes and music. So my husband says we were married on the 9th, and my wedding, my number is the 8th. So we sort of have two celebrations. Thank you. Thank you. Me too. 24 years, that's a long time. A quarter of a lifespan, right? And then we're doing Passover, and we did oats. Okay, cholesterol and the misunderstood molecule, and then chronic illness and the Klingon. I know we had bagpipes. My husband's Irish, but he loves bagpipes, so it was crazy. But anyway, and he's a police officer. Well, whatever. He was in law enforcement for years. I'm single, never been married. That's all right too. I know quite a few men in their late 40s and older that are not married. You just haven't found the right one, or you just don't want to. It's all right. Yes, cholesterol is going to be really cool. It's going to be very eye-opening because you really need cholesterol for brain health. You need it. But what kind of cholesterol is what's important. So we're really going to dig deep in these. And then we're going to do chronic illness and the Klingons, and it's really going to focus on parasites, but I'm not going to use that word because I know how people feel. You are 30 years old? You got time, dude. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're all good. Robin. Where's our tappers tonight, Robin? What did they do? All right. Anybody have anything else? Share, like, love, question, comment. I don't think we're gonna make it tonight. We tried. I'll run through them one more time. Keep that chat rolling. Every cell in the body has a phospholipid layer, so we do need the correct levels. Yes, I can't wait to do that class. I'm very excited because people don't get it because we're not taught right. Lauren, how you feeling? You recovering? Robin, you're like a laser. Zap. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be baking with Amanda. Oh, I get it. Take arnica too. That'll help the trauma. What's the green meat? This is, are you talking about this? Yeah. But take the arnica because that'll take the swelling. This is artichoke. This is beef. Does it look green in the video? This is arugula, artichoke, chickpea. This is actually a meatloaf. Does it look green? I mean, to me, it almost looks brown and orange, but you might have it might look different to you. But it's meatloaf. It's brown. Looks fine to me. It's not green. Thank you, Brenda. It's so good. June, are you here? And the other one, this is lentil dal, red lentil dal. This is butternut squash soup. Oh, with the egg. This one is a shakshuka, and it's pinto beans with egg. I think that's a little too cooked. I would have liked that a little bit more runny. Just normal. June, are you still here? So Ron sent me a picture of a recipe for, was it Long John Silver does fried chicken? Is that the restaurant that does fried chicken? Or do they do fish? What restaurant is it Popeyes? I don't know, some fast food restaurant. He found like a recipe of a redo. It wasn't KFC. It was something else. Hey, Gigster. Fish. Okay. So he found some kind of a restaurant, June, that like a redo, like we did the other night. We made crunch wraps, guys, and on our Sunday night cooking class, we did crunch wraps, and then we did the chicken from Chick-fil-A. We made Chick-fil-A sauce, but we did it all clean with no chemicals, like an organic version. And my husband loved it. So I just he sent me something this morning or last night, or I don't remember, some in the last couple of days, his favorite like fried fish from some crazy fast food restaurant. He's like, can you make this for me? I was like, yes. So now I got to figure that one out. So you loved it? Oh, good. You like the way it looks? Good, good, good. So if you're here for the first time, I know, right? So that's going to be our next one. Gosh, thank you. Svetlana. Thank you. All right. So if you're here for the first time, you can drop a note to us here. You can sign up here. We can reach out to you and give you all the information about the organic food movement. We're everywhere as the organic food movement. We YT does our replays, the Book of Face. You can find us there. That's where you can pick up the schedule. If you're making recipes that you love, you can drop them there. They might make it into our little newsletter. And then in the LINK and the BIO, you can go visit my friend Stan. And that is the Walmart of the organic food movement. Ebooks, cookbook, one-on-one calls, recipe vault, Sunday night cooking class signups. You have everything there. It's like a shopping mart. You could get your t-shirts. You can get our cutting board right back there. There's all kinds of love that you can find to support you in your journey of organic whole food. So reach out, get involved. I say this a lot. Repetition is the mother of learning, and invest in yourself, right? Invest in learning how to cook clean, healthy, good food with great recipes. And a lot of people who are here are already in the vault, and they will tell you that when you make my recipes, they're right. You don't have to fix them. They're correct, and they're delicious. Join the party. I'm interesting in myself. Perfect. That's the way. Come back and see us again. All right. Anything else? Oh, look at this. We got more people in here again. Join the party. We're having a good time tonight. We did great. Yeah, it's very important to invest in ourselves. That's how we learn. That's how it's the right way. I'd rather spend money taking care of me than on nothing. Michelle, we went in the pantry. This is our kitchen hacks class, and I wanted to sort of show you, because I'm not a planner. I'm not a food planner. Oh my God, what are we having for dinner tonight? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? That's what we do in this house. And how you doing? What's going on, Nico? How you doing? And we went in the pantry tonight, and I said, okay, let's pick stuff, and I'm going to make food from that. Whatever I have in my kitchen. And we picked red lentils, pinto beans, a can of butternut squash that I use for my dog food, all organic. And then we had a can of garbanzo beans. And from that, we made meatloaf. I had some meatloaf, I defrosted ground beef. So we made meatloaf, we made a chickpea salad with artichokes and shredded carrot and onion. We made fool, which is a Middle Eastern sort of refried bean with an egg. And it's seasoned with cinnamon, coriander, cumin. And then we made a red lentil dal, which was gonna be a soup, but I burned it. And I caught the burn. And then I was like, oh, let's make dal. And that has a little curry and coconut oil in it. And then our butternut squash soup. I had carrots. I would have put a yam in, but I didn't need it. And this has a little sherry, nutmeg, cinnamon, salt. Yeah. Oh, I burn stuff all the time, dude. That's the fun of me. I've been a professional chef for a long, long time, and I still burn shit all the time. but how do you catch it? Yeah, we did so much fun. We had a lot of fun tonight. Dude, Mom, how are you? Every time. I get it, Michelle. I pretty much, and you know, when I'm cooking for you guys and I'm teaching and I'm wrapped up in what's going on in here and chatting with you and, you know, getting involved and having fun, it's like, oh my God. I turn around, I'm like, uh-oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Loving up my crew here. We're having a good time. We're just chatting, seeing if we can bust out that last 3, almost 4,000 cabbages to make it to C1. Nah, I don't think so, but we're trying. We're meeting all kinds of new people. I think we have like 26 new followers tonight. June! You're sweet. Thank you, June. Hello, Mrs. Stay Happy. Kimberly! Thank you. We're rocking it. We're so close. Hi, Dee Dee. What does that say? Dee. Hi, Angie. This is my hat. If anybody doesn't know, that's my favorite gift because it's purple. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. All right. Does anybody have any more questions about today? Do you think we're going to get there? I should just put up 3 galaxies. I would love to see vitamin B rich dishes without meat, energy friendly. Okay. So Mountain, the only way you're going to get enough B vitamins is if you put tempeh in your diet. If you're not going to eat meat. Or you have to supplement. You cannot get B12 any other way. It's really the only vegan source of B12. So if you don't like tempeh, we should do a class on tempeh. It's one of those things that people either love or hate. Hey, Ugly Baking. So I would just say that. Do you like tempeh, Mountain? Yeah, but fortified grains, I don't think that's usable, Lauren. I feel like that's not usable, you know? Do you like tempeh, Mountain? Oh, you do? You love tempeh? Oh, and then it's easy. I make the best tempeh salad. It's so good. But I do balance that bitterness with like a sweet relish. But it's good. Thanks for the follow. So that's what I'm saying. What is that? Oh my God. Powerful mind? Wow. I never saw that before. Okay, that's it now. Now we're in it. We got to make the end. If you haven't dropped your heart me, if you haven't done any of that, you're interested in your, that was so cool. Thank you, Robin. If you haven't done any of that, tonight's the night. All these beautiful people who have supported this live, like, let's get to the end now. So annoying, but we got to do it to stay relevant. Who needs these recipes? Did you guys get? What is that crazy, Robin? Palm breeze. We need to be there, Robin, right now. We need to be there. All right, hold on. I'm going to fix this right now. Oops. Drop some love. Here, we're just going to put up. We need a hat. We need a hat of joy and like 2 galaxies. That's it. It's nothing. Piece of cake. It's a cakewalk. Hold on, I'm gonna just put that right up right now. 2 fireworks, 2, here, that's what I can see right away. 2. We got it. We got this. I wish I could gift myself so we could just finish it up and go. Yes, we do. I'm like, Cupid's bow. 2.3. Now it's 2001 Cupid. That's it. I'm going to the bat phone. Kimberly, we did it. We did it. That was so awesome. You can if you want. It's up to you. Hi, Divine. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Lauren. I love those little bears. They remind me of gummy bears. My daughter's favorite. I'm writing fast. Hold on, I'm just talking to the bat phone. Hang tight. Yes, of course. Of course. But it's yes, they do. Gotta go, dinner time. Have a great night. Bye, Brenda. Happy vibes. Welcome. Lauren, yes, everything counts. It all counts. You do what you can. What the issue becomes, like, on both sides now, what I'm learning is that if somebody is a creator and they do that daily heart trio, which is like, it's the drop your heart me, comment, gift, right? When you do those 3 things, your engagement points go up, not only for you, but also for creators. It brings people in, but the creator that you're gifting does well, but you as the creator, it builds engagement points. So everybody, it's like a win-win. And I think the go popular ones are even better but they're only 1 point. So if you do, I think, what is it? Is it like 1,000 go populars is the same as a galaxy, right? They're the same amount of points, but the go popular, from what I'm starting to learn, makes a bigger difference. Yeah, that seems to be how it works. Yeah. Yes, and you'll watch now from the go populars, then you get a wave. I noticed that too. It's like when people drop those go populars. Where do you learn this stuff? My boyfriend is a creator. So, and you know, most creators, most live creators, if you watch, they will not respond to people who do not drop heart me's. I've learned that. I'm too nice sometimes, but I'm not here for that as much. But in order to grow, you have to, you know, do that. So if you reach out to me, users 7842, I can share that. But I've been watching different people. I learned from HK Jewel too. There's another woman that I've learned from, and I don't know her exact name because I keep forgetting. But that's how it works. See, now look at that wave. Just from Go Populars and tapping and gifting, you see how more people came to the live. So, and if you tap on that, you can actually see what your engagement score is from this live. You know what your engagements are. And if you don't drop heart me's and you don't gift or you don't talk in the live, you don't get points. And in order to start triggering engagement points, the heart me is the most important thing, right? And then up there, you'll get a little number that will hang and you click on that and you claim all those points. And then that's how you get engagement points. Yes, Robin, it is. But all of that stuff makes a difference. Thank you, Rebam. It totally makes a difference. But in order for that to count, you want to drop your heart me. Did you heart me yet? Because that is what triggers your points, your engagement points. I'm learning all of this. I didn't know any of this, and I'm starting to understand it more and more. I'm drinking water. I'm live. You can go to the LINKMIBIO and you can join the vault, and that's where you'll find all my recipes. Yeah, it's water TikTok. Yeah, so it's very interesting how it all works, and it's like, and they do it so that both the creator and the gifter or follower, because everybody's really a creator, right? If you're on this app and you're making videos, in order to grow your account, they make it that if you're dropping heart me's and you're gifting, and that's what brings more people. Engaging on posts, very important. So now that you guys all know that, crank that right out, and that grows us, and you'll watch that number go up again. It's crazy how it works. It's crazy. Hi, Superfan Lord. How are you? We just cooked all day since 4 o'clock. Thank you. Who did that? Who can I love up? June! Crazy! Thank you, Lauren. Now look at that. That's easy, peeps. You guys got this. Not June. That hat just makes me so happy. I can't take it how happy that hat makes me. I don't know what it is with that stupid purple hat. It just reminds me of everything. I think it's just the purple, and it's so happy. It makes me smile. Hat of joy. I think the name too, Robin, gets me every time. I drop a gummy bear a lot because I think he's cute and I love gummies. See, but that, like, if you relate to that, that's really great. It's good. Make sure, June. I love you. Thank you so much. Lauren, if you make sure you always drop the heart me first, and now you see your points, go make sure you grab your points, because you get points for, once you hit that heart me, then you get points for engaging, like commenting, and then you get points for gifting also, but I don't think you get them until you drop the heart. Now, Rebam, watch that. Now, I'm not asking for anything, but if you go now and gift, you'll see your points come. If you engage on here and talk, put a comment in, you'll see your points go up. And when you click on that, you'll see it's some kind of lights. It's so pretty. A string of lights or something. Yeah, it's very it's it's made to keep us here. Let's put it that way. Yeah, see, Lauren, now watch what happens. I can't ask you for anything, but if you were to gift now, you're going to get points for those gifts. And if you make a comment, because that doesn't cost you anything, but you'll get engagement points for that. Tapping is micro points. But if you say something to me, I think you get like 20 engagement points. Okay, now click on that. Click on that box. See, now you'll get a point for each one of those. But if you give a gift that say you give a 200 point gift, then you'll get 200 points. If you, whatever gift you get, now if you do Go Populars, those engagement points also wind up in somehow to the creator. And it makes a difference. Like if you want to be a creator, if you want to go live, it's very important to pick a creator that you love that's doing better than you and follow them and like them and support them. And it makes a huge difference to both. Me too, Lauren. I only over the past month have I sorry. I know, but it makes a difference. So now make sure you claim those. Make sure you claim those points. So when you click on that, you'll see claim, and then scroll up a little, you'll see claim, and you just claim them all. So those three things are the biggest point, engagement point builders. So the heart me starts it all. So never gift without doing the heart me first. And then after that, then you drop your points, then you share, then you wait, hold on. Sorry guys, I just had to answer this. Then you so you, it's always the heart me first because that triggers everything. How did you do the heart me? So it's that, hold on, I'll show you. Let me see if I can, I think I have to go on a different place. Let me see if I can find, oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a live to show up on. So, hold on. Okay. Oh, I can't right now. Hold on, guys. Oh, hold on. Oy. Oh, won't let me watch a live when I'm live, so that's not going to be helpful. How is that? How come everybody else can do that and I can't? No, you don't have to be a super fan. You have to be a super fan to collect a super go popular to give that and to give certain gifts. But if you are a gift, if you anybody can gift. Oh, go into my own live? I can go into my own live from here? Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you. No, it says no. No, you don't have to be a super fan to collect. Any gifter can collect their engagement points. Any gifter. You know how you did it? Yeah, you go into the gift gallery. So if you go down, you'll have like a little gift box on that bottom right part of your screen. And then you click on that and it's all different gifts. The first one is, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. The first one is you want to do your into profile and then the OFM. Yeah, you could do that. Yep. But at the very bottom of the screen, it won't let me do it. That's so weird. I've seen other people do that, but it's not letting me, and I don't know why. Yeah, it won't let me go. It won't let me go into my live. That's so weird. So yeah, if you go down on the bottom, you have all those dots, like a share button, and there's a gift box. You click on that gift box, and then, or yeah, you can actually also, if you click on the orange heart, thank you, Jim, you're right. If you click on the orange heart, it will prompt you to say, okay, send your gift, your heart me. And then you click the heart. Oh, perfect. You got it. And then you'll see it. Yep. And then the go popular. Exactly. Those are really important. If if you like doing those small gifts, just do more, the more though you do those, the better they are for the creator that you're watching. And it's always good to do. It builds your engagement points and it builds the creator that you're watching. You're welcome. So many creators I watch that I enjoy. If I, and I didn't learn this, I figured it out because I would like ask questions or talk to people and I would be ignored. And then I realized, oh, they need the heart me. They need that engagement because it makes sense, right? You have somebody giving out information and helping and doing things. Wow, we only need 43 more. That's 43 Go Populars, 43 gummy bears, like that. You see, Lauren, when you see that number like that and you have a favorite creator for anybody that's watching, right? To push them over the edge to get that 43, to get them to the next fragment is so important. You don't want to leave your favorite creators in that spot. You want to push them over. Hey, Ashley. June. The donut's 30 points. Now, here's another thing you guys can look at. Lauren, if you click on my name up there, on my face, and you go in the gift gallery, that's another place you can help your creator, right? To fill up the gift gallery. Those are a little bit more pricey, right? They're a little more money. They're more pennies. There's like $20 ones, there's $50 ones. I think there's even like $400 ones. It doesn't matter. But if you fill them, that is so great to hear. I'm so happy for you. Good. Now you just have to recover. It's good news. I'm so happy for you, Ashley. So you go in there and you can see your creator's gift gallery. And those gifts have to be lit up by one person. So if it says 6 heart or hand hearts that are 100 cabbages, then you have to do all 6 to light up that gallery piece. Yes. I love that, Ashley. Are you in the recipe vault? Wait, let me make sure I'm following you so I can find you. I'm following you back. I followed you back. Good. It's a great place to be. I'm so happy. It's good news. So you guys get that now? We cleared the room. We had like 200 people in here, but we cleared the room from this conversation. It's okay. But we got all our points. All right, my friends. How long have we been on tonight? A long time, I think. 3 hours and 14 minutes. Thank you, June. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We made lots of fun food tonight. We got some good ideas. You guys have a great, you know where to go. Now you know what to do. If you want your creators to pay attention to you, you know why they're not now. Right? If you want to learn more about us, you can click that. Oh, I'm so glad, Mountain. You got to learn about, I mean, I am just learning all of this. I had no idea. You are very welcome. But if you love your creators, it is so important to do those things. The Daily Heart Me Trio, it's called. And it's a penny. It's 3 cents, really. Thank you very much, guys. Oh yeah, you can. And you can, if you click on that space, you can drop the, what do you call it? What's that thing? The little bell, and you click it on all, and that will tell you when you're live. If you just do personal, it will I think that's when you're only dropping like videos or content. Yeah, the notifications. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for, Kimberly. You click there, and if you got to be following me. If you're following me, you click there, and then there's like a little bell, chink, right next to the profile picture, and that's the notification one. I think you have to be following the creator. Do you have to? I'm sure. I don't know. Yeah, perfect. Join that team. Send the heart me. That's it. It's 1 penny. And then there's a way, like if you go down to the gifting box down there, and you don't have a credit card set up, you can I think access like PayPal. You can access. I think for me, I saw PayPal. You could put a credit card in, but there's also a place that if you click it, you get like 25% off, or it's like a little bit cheaper to get coins. You can get like 200 coins for $5 or $3 or something. It's not a lot. And that helps. And don't forget to tap. Yeah. Found the bell. You're so cute. Yeah, it's a lot to learn. TikTok is all about it. Oh, there it is. That's it. You see that? June linked it. That is the place to get your coins from. It's a little cheaper. It's still part of TikTok, and you can connect like PayPal or credit card or your phone, like all that phone stuff. And then the other thing is too, it's free after your heart me. Chat. You get points for that. Tap, tap, tap. They're trying. They're trying to do it, Robin. All right, my loves, I'm going. I will see you all tomorrow morning, sometime around between 8 and 9. Tippy tap. Wouldn't that be nice, Smile? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, for all the love, all the happy. Have a wonderful night. We get an hour extra sleep. Yippee! I'm so excited. It's a good day. Ashley, thank you for that great news. I'm so happy for you. Love you, mean it. Bye. John Boy. Oh, I thought we gained an hour. Somebody told me we gained an hour today. I was clicking my heels. Oh, look, the AI summary said, I am sharing tips on building community and engagement on TikTok. Oh, spring ahead. Oh, no. All right, then I'm definitely going. Fall back, spring ahead. Damn it. Damn it. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed right now. All right, sweet dreams, everybody. It's time for bed, 7:30. Gotta go. Robin, I actually got a freaking puzzle piece after jumping around for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Come on. All right, good night. I'm going. 3 hours. We didn't even get 100,000 taps. Come on. Come on. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try and love one another right now. Thank you, Smile. I'm here. Bye, Kimberly. Have a wonderful day. We have a Sunday off. The next cooking class is the 15th. Our Sunday cooking class. Goofy Rose. Thank you for the follow. All right, my loves. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Sometime between 8 and 9. Bye.